Alright, welcome back to the stream. A little earlier than normal today. I have reasons for that. The main one being that I have to get out of here relatively soon. Like, if I streamed at my normal time, I would be able to stream for maybe an hour. So, I decided to kick it back by a couple hours and get a little bit more time in there. So, plan for today. Today, we are going to be hitting up the Battlebliss arena. I'm going to see about punching a couple dudes, building up my fame, and, very importantly, apparently there is a mantle or something hanging out in the Battlebliss that gives you concealment from all ranged attacks, which seems very useful. Let's see, I think we're all reset here. Yeah, looks like we're all good. So let's do some arena work. I really wish I had protection from arrows. That would be very useful. Communal protection from arrows, perfect in this situation. Unfortunately, I can't use it, because I don't have it. I also actually wish that Cut from the Air was in this game, because that would be an excellent feat to have.
The road calls me.
Alright, so let's do this. Didn't mean to do that. Do this. Alright, looks good. Okay, which was out to the Battlebliss. I want to say it was up this way? Yes, perfect. Perception check failed. Guys. Red Greenson failed. Rolled a 6. Figures. Let's make a save here real quick. Alright, so I don't... Okay, you have something I can talk to you about, right? Notable Dark Omen. Doesn't seem like he has a... So, someone in a YouTube comment mentioned that this guy has a... like, special cape or something? Which what it does is you put it on and it lets you give your entire party concealment versus ranged attacks by... Oh, there it is. Usable item, standard charges, 1, cast level 1. Once per day, you may use this item to grant your party total concealment against ranged attacks for 1 minute. 64,000 gold pieces. Where the hell am I getting... Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yes. So let's deal that. I now only have 50 grand. But I now have the ability to ignore, quote, ignore ranged attacks. Now, where the hell is that thing? It's usable. And it is... Date, newest to oldest. Okay, so it goes in my belt. I see. Man, I can only sell it for 16 grand? Great. Alright. Let's... You know what, let me talk to you again real quick. Can you make me stronger? I wish I knew what this did. What did that actually do to me, though? Like, what did that do? I don't know if I lost 30,000 gold for no reason or what. Well, let's try fighting in the arena and see what happens. I'm right into the arena. Who's my opponent? Some nameless newcomer. Let's go. Smug Mug. Oh, there's a lot of dialogue going on here. Let's see here. This fighter is nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today we have the dubious honor of welcoming an untested fighter to the arena, Lars Larson of Galerion. And let's see what moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they're far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny, ugly package. It's Smug Mug's wild gang of Mephits. I'll bite your nose off, you Galerian scum. I'm the wild and terrible Smug Mug. Tremble before me. We'll soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battle.
Are absolute.
Let's go.
Out of my way! Dispatch those fools!
Okay. We have a winner! Our glorious fighter! He emerges triumphant in his dangerous, violent conflict. He decorated the arena with Mephit guts. Give up for Lars Larson, the Mephit Slayer! Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Hindran League once they start accepting Mephits into their ranks. Okay, I guess I go here now. Demand explanations from Latverk. Was this your idea of a... Is this your idea of a joke? Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Hey, look at that, it's a Mephit Slayer. Try hard, boy, maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real dretch. Zeklex frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. The insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling clings his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale, and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please, listen to me before you draw your weapon. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Ermangalet's orders. He came up with the brilliant idea to match you up against a Mephit. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zeklex produces a gold coin from his bag and places it into your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation arch that is located near the Battlebliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena's gladiators. I demand a proper fight. Zeklex closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape. And I promise I'll arrange a proper fight for you, but first I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flayer Twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I'd be very grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators from me. I'll cover the costs, of course. Anything I should know? There are a lot of slavers at the Fleshmarkets. Mangleth usually buys fighters from Sarzakis or Wurlong, but you may find other suppliers. Very well, I'll go buy them. Excellent. If you do this favor for me, you can count on my gratitude in return. Bye. Okay, so that is floor 2. That's Middle City, so I gotta take the teleport up to the 10,000 Delights. And hopefully it doesn't break this time. Ah, teleportation arch, right. So yeah, 10,000 Delights, I can take the teleport there, I can walk through the main entrance of the Fleshmarkets, and while I'm there, I might as well go get the Asmar that are hanging out that I need to grab. Man, I overbuffed for that fight. Okay, I need to go... Oh, the portal down was over here, wasn't it? Yes, this is the one. Lars, you okay there, bud? Lars? Lars? Where the fuck did he go? Oh, God damn it, he fell through the floor? Okay, let's reload the game there. I didn't think I was going to have to deal with floor issues today, but here we are. Actually, is the harem closer? It might be closer. Let's head to the harem instead. That might be closer to it. Man, I really hope they improve these load times. This is annoying. Okay, yes, I can get there.
I'm superior.
Who? Who is attacking me? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on right now? What the actual shit is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Out of my way.
What the fuck is going on here?
Require healing.
Heal me quickly.
Why the hell did they suddenly aggro onto me? The fuck was that about?
I won't be halted.
What? Did I, like, accidentally aggro them at one point and they still aren't keeping the aggro? What the hell happened? I am just completely confused. Oh yeah, I also never stopped by the Assassin's Guild, so I'll take the 10,000 Delights entrance. Okay, come on. Yeah. Oh, Christ, it was just broken. Okay. It was just broken. Oh, god damn it, who got lost this time?
My skills are I'll take care of it.
Red Greenson. Fuck. Can I... Jesus Christ. What is it with today? Yaz chuckles uncomfortably when he sees you. Your performance at Shamira's trial was unexpected. So now you're in the new Shadowspawn Lord. Well, I hope that you'll prove to be a good ally, especially since I supported your ascension. May this reward be a token of the good faith between us. Yaz pastes on a fake smile. Yaz hesitates for a moment. Get reward from Yaz. Why didn't you tell me our Maketh was the leader of Anticula's military? Yaz yawns lazily. What difference would it have made? I warned you that he was an aristocrat and that he was dangerous in battle. Isn't that the definition of a military leader? Okay, I just want to make sure that one... It looks like that one did properly... Looks like that one did properly line up. Oh, good, good. I'm just gonna No, this is a... Oh! Okay, I gotta bring Greyboar next time. Cool. So, I'll have to remember that next time I'll head over here and bring Greyboar with me. Hey, there's junk. What do we got? A grotesquely fat demon speaks to a demoness standing in front of him, his voice irritated yet slightly sycophantic.
If you want these sweet awesome for the 10,000 deadlights, cough for 50,000. Just look at how delicious they are. These girls haven't yet been whipped. The clients will be clamoring for them. And after they become too worn out, they'll make a magnificent stew.
You may have played your little games with that insolent bitch Shivaro, but that won't work on me. Ever since I took over her turf, customers have been lining up. I can do quite well even without these assist ASMRs of yours. If I must. So I'm going to give you 30,000 and you're going to accept and say, thank you, most esteemed Herax, for forgiving me my pathetic attempt to play you for a fool. The ASMR slaves standing nearby tried to avoid looking at the angry demoness. Even in their miserable position, they retain the mark of inner purity and nobility inherent to their kind. Puffing himself up, the fat demon answers abruptly and angrily.
50,000 for these delightful innocent creatures your shabby and worn-out demonesses can't hope to compete with. That's my final offer. May the last swallow you, you ugly bucket of lard, is what Herax is probably saying. The disgustingly fleshy demon greets you with a wave, his arm encased in roll after roll of fat. Allow me to present my living wares, the finest household slaves to serve you and entertain your body and spirit, and they can satiate even the most exquisite cravings.
The demon accompanies his last claim with a voluptuous lip-smacking, looking pleased. What were you arguing with?
She wanted to buy my beautiful ASMR concubines for her palace of pleasures, the 10,000 delights. Unfortunately, her common sense and good taste couldn't compete with her greed. She offered me a paltry price, next to nothing, instead of gratefully paying the full sum for these slaves. Offering 30,000 for a group of innocent pure ASMR shipped here with the utmost care. No one's laid a finger on them. No one's taken a single bite on them. That's simply outrageous.
What do you have for sale? Let's see.
To feast your eyes on them. The most exquisite pleasure slaves, raised in comfort and luxury, at your service. They are well trained, neat and docile, and stand ready to become ideal servants for your manor. All of them are young and healthy, in a perfect state of ripeness.
The demon bursts into sickening cackling and then whispers to you confidentially.
Of course, we make sure that their tender flesh meets the expectations of you the most demanding gourmet. They have no inkling of what awaits them, so you need not worry about fear spoiling the meat, making it tough and bitter.
Beautiful, athletic, and well-groomed young men and women of different races smile sweetly at you. Their cheerful looks aren't marred by the slightest hint of intelligence. These slaves remind you of happy and well-fed sheep grazing in the pasture. The slaver's eyes widen and he starts to speak, nearly hyperventilating.
Just recently, one of my slave hunting crews returned, bringing me a most beautiful gift. A group of young, fresh, pure ASMR girls, full of mouth-watering innocence. All of them are beauties in their prime, caught with the utmost care, unwounded. Shamir will take an interest in them, I wager, because of her origin. She loves having her fun with ASMRs. There are countless ways one can use such a valuable acquisition. Though if you ask me, the smartest way is to treat yourself to a medium-rare fillet of meaty gravy.
The ASMR women look pale and scared, but even in captivity they manage to retain their dignity and refuse to let the demons savor their fear. As Junk continues his nauseating commentary, they raise their chins higher and do their best to maintain a cold, detached expression. I'll buy the ASMR slaves.
Oh, you are a connoisseur. I'd like to warn you that these little birds will cost you a pretty penny. The price scared off the madam of the 10,000 delights, but for Shamira, to whom I intend to sell these trash ASMR beauties, 50,000 is spare change. I'm willing to sell them to you for the same price. If we do not intervene, these women will be doomed by the celestial blood that flows in their veins. There's nothing more tantalizing for a demon than befouling, abusing, destroying any being with ties to the upper planes. We have no right to stand by and leave these unfortunates to their terrible fate of torture and death. A deal. The fat demon glows with happiness.
You won't regret it. India best goods like these are rarity. I wish you the most exquisite enjoyment of your purchase. If you wish, I can give you an excellent recipe for braised shanks. Just send one of your household slaves along to pick it up.
The demon looks at you, then looks at the Aasimars with palpable longing. The slaves stare at you with a mixture of hope and fear in their eyes. Their faces drain of colors they wait for you. What do I do? 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 Because on the one hand, I am evil and chaotic, so I'd either say go free or go to the 10,000 Delights. But at the same time, I want to see where this thing with the Aasimar goes. It's breaking character, but I want to see where it goes. Alternatively, I could also whisper, oh, I see, because I protect them and if I go to my camp. So, go to him. I want to see where this goes. The Aasimar women look at you, their expressions piercing. You see a mixture of gratitude and awe in their eyes. Thank you, stranger. We do not expect any help in this terrible place. We will not forget it. There they go. Okay, so I've got to go deal with some more slaves. Yeah, still chaotic evil. Excellent. And now I have 7 gold. Oh god, I'm gonna have to start selling shit. I got a lot of +1 weapons I don't need anymore. A demon who looks like a ball of lumpy, melting flesh hovers in the air. He clenches a whip in his hands. The demon emanates an aura of confidence and authority. He snorts sternly at a skinny tiefling standing nearby, whose eyes are skillfully sewn shut with black silk thread studded by with diamond chips. The demon mutters something incomprehensible to you. The tiefling speaks to you in a soft voice devoid of emotion. Master Sarzexis welcomes you to the Fleshmarkets, visitor from another plane. He notices right away that you are a person of means. Though he himself has no interest in doing business with you, your presence benefits the Fleshmarkets. So Master Sarzexis is prepared to spare you some of his time. This slave will interpret his words for you, for he loathes speaking any language except the one used in his homeworld. You know what? That's fair. Oh, suture! Oh, sell me that dretch. The Sarzexis begins to snort, spraying saliva. He babbles quickly, which causes short, uncertain pauses in the slave's speech. This dretch, like the other demons in the shipment, is set aside for Lady Hepzamra. Without a doubt, this lazy waste of flesh, caught today in the lower city, will never prove to be a useful worker. But he still belongs to his new mistress. She is a very influential person. Therefore, trying to deceive her would be disrespectful and dangerous. And Master Sarzexis would never commit such a foolish act. He resents your suggestion that he's capable of doing anything of the kind, and Mr. Sarzexis is insulted and outraged. There are not many voices that can surpass the greed of demons, but pride is one of them. Imagine what tremendous power it has when the two are combined. As disgusting as it is for me to give this advice, listen to me. If this scoundrel feels insulted, offer him gold. Not as part of the deal, but rather as compensation for the insult and as recognition of his high status. Perhaps gold can compensate for the insult I've inflicted? The demon's grumbling abates slightly as a flicker of greed appears in its eyes. Master Sarzexis finds your idea very reasonable. He kindly agrees to accept the sum of 30,000 gold coins. Taking into account you're unfamiliar with local customs, Master Sarzexis will not demand your higher hand or eye in recompense. For his part, Master Sarzexis considers it undesirable to keep this dretch in his stock, for he was the cause of your disagreement. As a gesture of reconciliation, You would like to immediately release him and drive him out so this unpleasant incident might be considered still and forgotten. There will be no deal. Master Size Axis would like to grant you a small gift, esteemed guest. May this dredge belong to you from now on just as you want it. With all due respect, Master Size Axis feels toward the esteemed Tabzamra. His respect toward Our Lady in Shadow and her inner circle is far higher. May this lazy scum serve you in any way you see fit, and may all your wishes be granted as easily and swiftly as Master Sarzaxis has done here today. Hey, how about that? Because I'm a demon. The dredge approaches you, glancing cautiously around. He mumbles in a quiet voice so that only you can hear his words. I have no idea why Hepsamra needs slaves, but from what I've heard, they don't live long. Becoming your property is a death sentence, no doubt about it. Meaning you saved me. So I guess I... The suture appears confused. It seems this miscreation is not accustomed to being shown mercy and simply doesn't know how to express his thanks. How were you captured?
I've been wandering the lower sea, searching for something. Never you mind what, I mean, it's not that I meant to say, it's a personal matter, yeah. That's the right way to put it. So I was roaming around, chatting with all and sundry, when slave hunters appeared and started chasing me. They threw those who survived in a cage and brought us here. It's a typical occurrence of the Abyss, social dynamics it's called. The strong save the weak.
What will you do now? With a gloomy glance at you, the suture gives a vague answer.
I'll continue my search, I will. It won't be easy, but I'll prove to her I'm smarter and wiser than she thinks.
The dredge's expression is determined, even severe. What are you looking for? The dredge throws you a suspicious glance at you.
Don't ask, it's none of your business.
You caused me some trouble back in the Nexus. A mournful grimace appears on the suture's face, an expression that could easily be mistaken for embarrassment.
Let's forget about that, alright? It's just bygones be bygones, so to speak. Of course, you hope I magic power back in the laboratory, but you did save me. Means we're square.
The suture looks at you for a while, then adds in a quiet voice,
But I wouldn't have saved you.
Farewell. The suture hesitates, nervously scratching the back of his neck. He repeatedly opens his mouth to say something, but nothing comes out. Finally, he starts to mumble incoherently.
I mean, you... Just be careful, that's what I'm saying.
With a martyr's sigh, the suture turns around, relieved to lose himself once again in Lucianira's warren of alleyways. There he goes. Okay, now I gotta talk to you again. I like to see your slaves. The tiefling's monotonous tone doesn't gain any emotion even when sorrowful, howling wails start to break from his owner's throat. Unfortunately, Master Sarzaxis' current stock was sold off or disposed of during a recent incident. Master Sarzaxis doesn't expect a new shipment anytime soon, but he cannot let you leave the Fleshmarkets without making a deal, for it would tarnish his good name. He invites you to choose whichever of his treasures you like and buy it. Let's trade. Okay, so he is broken at the moment. I'm gonna just report that as a bug. Okay, so let's call this mechanics. When talking to Sarzaxis, the let's trade option does not do anything. It instead closes the dialogue window entirely. Talk to Sarzaxis after releasing suture. Did not pay the 30,000 gold. Instead said no deal, and he gave me suture because I'm in Nauticula's court. Alright, so I gotta find someone else to get some slaves for the place. Venture Captain Gristoff? A lean old man with his back as stiff as a pikestaff, casts a piercing look at you. His gray hair and luxurious sideburns grant him an imposing and dignified demeanor. Greetings, I am Count Christoph Rolano. I have the honor of serving as a venture captain of the Pathfinder Society, leading the branch of the society in Lucianira and its adjacent territories. If you need the services of Pathfinders, I can be of assistance. I want to help the society by providing funds. The society has a fixed charity rate preventing corruption. I personally find this practice very wise. A donation for the prisoners of the Abyss is 50,000 gold coins. The price is high, but we'll give freedom to the unfortunate, so be it. Base profit is not worth more than a life. I don't have that kind of money right now. Of course, I have to deal with the natives of our plane who are in need of items and supplies that are unusual in Galarian but rare in the Abyss. I'm ready to give them to anyone who finds themselves in a difficult situation, but in return I dare hope for a humble donation for the needs of the society. Ah. Okay, so in order to get that, I need to... Ah, there we go. In order to do that, I need to pay him 50,000 in order to open his shop. Ugh. A stern-looking demon stands before you, his bristling with what seems like an arsenal of weapons, and his copious scars suggest he's been hacked to pieces more than once. His face is hidden under a grotesque obsidian mask attached to his flesh by thin straps ending in hooks. The hooks are threaded into the skin, and the wounds bleed profusely as if inflicted mere moments ago. The mask resembles a sinister black mollusk enveloping the face of its victim. When he speaks, the slaver's voice is muffled.
Greetings, stranger. I am Warlong, Legend of the Battlebliss. Are you looking to buy some battle slaves, or do you need weapons for yourself and your servants?
Show me what you're selling. My gladiators come... That's not what I selected. I selected show me the weapons you're selling. My gladiators come from a range of planes and are accustomed to fighting in different styles, so I have quite a wide selection. I am positive you will find something that fits your hand, no matter how many hands nature gave you. The slaver chuckles, pleased with his own joke.
The items I have here are the best examples of Nahindrian weapons and armor.
Why do you keep calling them that? Oh, wait a second. I know what to voice this guy. Hold on.
Ah, Batman. Rumor has it.
Whoop, hick, whoop. God damn it. I didn't want to drop that.
Rumor has it that going. Rumors have been going around that some magical non-hindering crystals that grant immense power to their owners. But no one knows for sure where they come from or what they really are, but everyone desires them. Our Lucianera has become obsessed with all things Nahindrian. That's why everyone in Lucianera calls top quality goods Nahindrian now.
Show me what you got. Impending Demise. Wielder of this +5 axiomatic psi automatically confirms critical hits against flanked enemies. And it has an 18 to 20 crit range. Okay. Exterminator Greatsword. This +3 Living Bane Greatsword grants its wielder +5 bonus on saving throws against necromancy school spells, but reduces their maximum HP by 20. This +4 Axiomatic Nunchaku grants its wielder a +10 competence bonus on athletic skill checks and immunity to flanking. In addition, whenever the wielder is engaged in melee with more than one enemy, their weapon attacks deal additional 1d6 points of damage on hit. Wow. Flowing half plate, reflex saving throw, evasion. Belt of Bloodlust. +4 enhancement bonus to dexterity strength. Whenever the wearer of this belt lands a killing blow, they gain a +5 morale bonus on their next attack roll. Display of power. This belt of strength +6. Wow. Whenever an ally in a 15-foot radius of this helmet's wearer confirms a crit, this helm heals its wearer. Unexpected resolution. Whenever this +5 short sword lands a hit on an enemy, one of the following effects randomly happen. It deals an additional 66 slashing damage to that enemy. It heals 1d4 damage to one of the enemy's ability scores. It heals the enemy for 3d4 hit points. It deals 3d4 damage to the wielder, or the enemy suffers -3 penalty to attack and damage rolls for 1d6 rounds. What the fuck? Okay, so big damage, ability score damage, heal the enemy, hurt me, or penalty on attack rolls to the enemy. Okay, I have to find that. Is there a dueling sword in here? No dueling sword. That's unfortunate. Whirling's grotesque black mask changes before your eyes so that it now resembles a melting stone. A satisfied and bloodthirsty expression appears on it.
So, you're looking for gladiators. You've come to the right place.
Show me the ones you're selling.
I am selling death itself. Death lurks in my gladiators' hands and in their eyes. They can kill so swiftly you will not even see them strike. They can kill so slowly their opponent's death makes the spectators shiver in ecstasy. And they embrace their own deaths with such dignity that their names soar from the lips of the crowd into the dark sky, straight into the hands of merciful death.
The gladiators, a mix of all races and ages, do indeed look tough and dangerous. Their powerful bodies, bloodthirsty gazes, and deft yet casual grips on their weapons show them to be true masters of their art. They resemble a pack of predators at rest before a bloody hunt where they will rip, tear, and gut their prey. The glances they exchange are amiable but not warm, for tomorrow each may have to kill the other in front of the screaming crowd. There's glory to be gained by fighting in the arena, you say?
There certainly is. The gladiator fights are the most popular entertainment here in Aleutianera. There's no better way to acquire fame and glory than to step into the Battlebliss and take another's life.
If your slaves that good in a fight, why don't they rebel and free themselves?
The arena is their home. The other gladiators, their family, and the fight's their sole purpose in life. Fighting is their only path to glory and carefree life of luxury. But to win in the arena, you need a distinguished and influential master who will provide you with experienced trainer, good weapons, decent food, and skillful lovers to salve your wounds. But why would such a distinguished and influential demon take on just any no-name wannabe? Of course not. That's why when a demon wishes to purchase a gladiator for the arena, they come to me. And the best fighters pay enormous sums to become my slaves and trainees. I'm their only hope of making it to the top.
Oh, what's this mask you're wearing?
The first champion fought wearing this mask. The final champion will fight wearing it on the day before this world ceases to exist. In this mask I was invincible, and I conquered the Battlebliss and made all Aleutianera bound before me. I thought to pass it to Gelderfang, my apprentice, but despite his many talents in the art of killing, he loved his life far too much. He was afraid of death, too frightened to fight me and take the mask. He is not a true gladiator, not a real champion, but no one, aside from the true children of the arena, is capable of understanding this.
Cool. I'll buy your gladiators. Smiling at the gladiator's bellowing battle cry, the slaver examines you with a sharp look. The straps of the mask tighten slightly, making the skin wrinkle. Finally, he nods.
You look genuine. You are a killer. I suppose I could sell you my gladiators. 35,000 coins for the 35,000 enemies they'll kill in your honor in the arena.
Yeah, your price is too high. It seems the mask's expression has changed slightly, the grin becoming more malevolent and more scheming.
I wish you glorious battles, many fallen enemies, and a hard and painful death they'll be etched into the heart of generations to come.
Alright, I gotta go sell some junk, I think. Alright, is there a fast travel thing around here someplace I can use? I gotta make 35,000 gold quick. So you can buy different levels of slave. You can buy the pleasure slaves who are just zoned out of their mind. You can buy the hardened gladiator slaves. Or, I guess you can buy just regular slaves. Yeah, where's the portal? There's gotta be one around. I guess I'll just head back to 10,000. What did I even get? Hold up. I'm gonna check. What did I get from... No, I don't know what I got from him. I didn't get... Maybe I got money? I have no idea. Okay, 10,000 delights. Take me to my base in the Nexus. Oh yeah, I've got to go talk to the Asimar too, see what's up with him. Alright, personal stash is in the cave, right? There it is. Okay, let's get rid of some junk here in just a second. Okay. So what do we got? We have... Okay, let's sort these price in descending order. I don't know why that's there. That's a throwing axe. I can sell that. That's actually very useful, so I'll keep that one. Sell this. Holy Flaming Orc Double Axe. Sell that. +4 adamantine full plate. I might keep that just in case I need to put it on Regil. You can sell that Star Knife. Sell that. That's a crit. So let's sell that one. Throwing axe. +2 dagger allows the wielder to make 2 additional attacks at full attack. Speed, cold, iron, rapier. Actually, I probably want to keep that speed one. I'll keep that around just in case, because speed is actually pretty good. I can drop that one. Sickened, whatever. That's not bad. That's not bad. Dark double axe. Nobody's using more double axes. Unavoidable drill. Whenever the wielder of this +3 keen light pick attacks any enemy with DR, DR is increased by 1 till the end of combat. That's really good, actually. That's pretty good. That's terrible. Just awful. Nobody's mounted. Light crossbow +3, light crossbow +3, light crossbow +3. And that's the cold damage one. Let's go down here. Rapier +2, rapier +2. I don't know why I have the studded leather armor. Okay, that seems good for now.
We do it my way.
So let's head over to the... I guess the tavern and just sell this junk, because he doesn't have anything I need. And hopefully this is enough stuff that'll get me 50 grand. Sit at the tavern. Man, is it convenient to actually have something this close for once. So if I want to sell junk, I don't have to run all around town to do it. Hey, Burgaz, how are you? Yep, there's that one. Fix Obsession. When hands are lit on a shaken or frightened enemy, the target has to throat save, become prone, and suffer 1d12. That actually, no, nobody can use it, so. Demon's Terror. Of course, that plus 4, so it's a murder. There we go. I'm at 169,000 gold right now. There we go. That looks good. Okay, expert lockpicks. Do I have any more? I don't have any more camping supplies. All right, let's go. Deal. Perfect. Now I am much richer. Head back to the Nexus, grab a couple more of those. I'll grab a heal too while I'm at it, because why not? I'm here, might as well. I can go grab the gladiator slave, send him off into the arena. Just watch me have to kill them later.
Onwards!
I'm almost definitely going to have to kill them later.
I lead you.
Into the caves. Personal chest, grab a couple more junk items out of here. Oh, actually... Oh, right, that's that one. Doy. Where's Radiance at, anyway? Club with nails. Ah, there it is. I was wondering where that thing was. And I'll equip that on my character too, just why not? Ah, there's Radiance. I was wondering where that thing was. Take that Scythe. Longsword plus 2. Centaur Wind. Short sword plus 2. Holy Light Crossbow, Verminbane, Elven Curved Blade, Keen Short Spear, Evil Outside Bane Short Spear, Radiant Kukri, Corrosive Stock. I'm only taking the ones that are just like +1 weapons or +2 because, like, this one I'll keep because it's good. But like most of the stuff that's in here has special effects that I don't want to drop. Like that one could probably go. Yeah, might as well drop that one in there. Rebound, Gift of Blood, Different Eye, Champion's Glaive. So this way I'll be able to just dump everything into selling in a second. Club with nails is just whatever. Alright, looks good. Anything in armor? Chain shirt +2, chain shirt +2. Breastplate +2, shield magical contribution, mithril chainmail. Alright, that looks good. Alright, that seems good. So before I forget, where's that purple stone dagger? No, that's a shiny dagger. Shiny dagger. Where's the purple stone dagger? There it is. That's what I wanted.
We do it my way.
And I don't think I had anything else in there that was worth keeping or equipping on somebody else. Got this thing, like maybe... Shouldn't Holy be hurting me right now? So you got a Wicked Longbow +2. Enhancement +1 composite. You know, this is probably better for you. Let's give this to you. So now you have a +3 speed composite longbow. And... yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Head on!
That's fine. A little bit of an upgrade for that character. Yeah, okay, there we go. Back to the Bad Luck Tavern. Then I have to head to the 10,000 Delights, which I then go to the Slavers to buy the slaves, and then... God, I wish there was a fast travel point there. Just because I don't want to have to keep dealing with the floor falling apart beneath me. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I can just sell all these now. Good. Give me money. Now, you can get a lot of gold in this game, huh? Oh, no, what am I doing? Alright, so I want to go to the 10,000 Delights, take that exit out. So the current temperature here is apparently almost 80. Why does my computer say it's 69? Great, it updated when I hovered over it. Stupid thing.
We do it my way.
Okay. So what I think is going on here is you see these, how this stuff's floating? I think the ground is actually, yeah, the ground's actually lowered. It just doesn't, oh, god damn it, who fell on the floor this time? Red Greenson again. Thank God for Dim Door.
I lead, you follow.
Why are all these NPCs down underneath the ground? What's up with that?
We do it my way.
Alright, who are we buying today? Alright, buddy, let's go. Time to buy some slaves. I'll buy your gladiators. The gladiators bow before you with dignity. Their faces shine with bloodthirsty smiles.
Where would you like us to go? To the Battlebliss, I presume?
What? What am I... Was I not supposed to buy them? What? 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 Why is there an option to send them to the Battlebliss? Okay, so don't buy those ones, clearly. Why would I pay 35,000 gold to not get slaves? Okay, Ramisa, you got anything for me? The eyes of the translucent Merilith carefully observe her surroundings. It seems this is not merely an image, but a projection of the creature's consciousness, while her physical body is located somewhere far from here. Next to the Merilith is a shriveled mandrake, which utters the occasional displeased shriek. I do have the quest, which is the weird thing. That's why I'm here to begin with.
Ah, visitor from another plane. I am Ramisa, known as the Sloth Skin, and I am no simple vendor, but a true artist of the slave trade. My warehouses currently stand empty, but we can always arrange for a custom order. What would you like to acquire? Perhaps your enemy's son or daughter, who, bound by magic and powerless in the face of anything you might wish to do to them? An attractive person who once dared reject you? The little brat who bullied you as a child? Alushanir is the city where all your dreams come true.
The Merilith licks her lips.
especially if they are dirty, bloody, and sweet dreams of possession or revenge.
So I'm just looking at projection?
Certainly, it is not safe to appear in the flesh markets in person, especially for someone like me. You see, before I switched to this line of work, I was a humble gardener. I used to grow mandrakes.
The Merilith pats her ugly pet on the head.
It's a well-known fact that mandrakes grow if you water an ordinary weed with demon blood, or if you plant it in a demon's corpse. The allies, lovers, and masters of those I turned into fertilizer are still searching for me. Thus, I conduct my business remotely. In the same way, when I have slaves to sell, I first show their projections, and only after they're sold do I deliver them to the buyer.
Yeah, I'll try that. But, like, what do you mean artist of the slave trade?
While others trade for material gain, I do it for art. Unlike others, I am not involved in the faceless shipment of goods. Each slave who passes through my hands has a personality. Each slave sale is a spiritual experience. Not long ago, I sent my hunters to track down and capture a brave rebel fighting for the freedom of his people. And then I sold him chained and dressed like a pleasure slave to the tyrant who'd enslaved his homeland. Some may call it cliché, but I call it a classic.
Ah, yes, the Fleshmarkets, where you can buy your artisanally captured slaves. Buy. Let's see here. Slave, third wheel, experiencing the bliss. Alright, I'm making friends. I gotta find Zephorian. Mercy. I talked to Latverk. Cure Zeriux. Alright, grudges be avenged. Trail of corpses. Do I not have the quest? Oh, wait. Let's see. Some more grinders. Well, I'll try. Also, right, while I'm here... crevice, maybe? What kind of slaves can you offer? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the other route because I don't want to accidentally trigger the stupid combat that's going on over there again. So portal up, and I'll take the portal to the harem. Can I get up here? Oh, yes. Yes, I can. I can just walk through this wall. No problem. Don't worry about it. This level's a little broken. Alright, so I'll head to the... I'll go talk about the Aasimar guy about that thing. See if that quest continues onwards, or if I can get an evil point out of that, because freeing the slaves was a good action. Which I didn't really want to do, but... Okay, it's over here, right? Yeah. Unit name not set. Greetings, good sir. Did the prisoners I freed manage to get to your house? Thank you for your mercy and generosity. I've sheltered and cared for them to the best of my ability. Being enslaved was a huge shock to these women. Despite being among friends, they still struggle with the consequences of their ordeal. The girls you freed remain silent. Their eyes hold quiet and grim resignation that wasn't there before. Ooh, okay. The demons examine Latverk's house. Their gaze is both avaricious and imperious. Their leader, a misshapen demon whose facial features exhibit not even a passing acquaintance with symmetry, issues a commanding bark. Shut up, everyone, and get on the ground. Open your stomachs. Turn out your pockets. Perhaps we'll sell for taking your gold and spare your lives. But you, my sweet morsel, will be leaving with us. In pieces. The demon grins malevolently at Latverk. Behind the chatty demon, a huge Vavekia casts his bleary eyes over the house. A loud, cloudy crystal sticks out of his chest. Several smaller crystals have broken through his skin in several places, like young saplings bursting forth from the earth's embrace. A slimy fringe of thick red saliva hangs from the monster's slack jaw. He gives a surprised sort, then grunts shyly at you. Okay. It looks like it's a mythic monster, but a bad mythic monster. Also, let me check something. Did I? Yes, good. Like, it looks like a mythic reject. The demon shifts his attention to you, and his jaw drops. And you... Oh no, we know you. You and Yaz had a delightful stroll around the city, and they say no to... Oh. In an instant, the demon's cockiness is replaced by the timidness of a young prankster caught scribbling profanities on a temple wall. Who are you? We're the demon's voice fails, turning into a high-pitched wheeze. We're nobody, really. Why did you come here? The demon's shifty eyes focus on Latverk. We got paid for this ASMR fray. I'm if your ASMR friend here. You meet a certain someone so angry they put a bounty on his pretty little head they did. What's the brute tagging along with you? This here's our gouger. We found him in the sewers below Shanira, barely breathing. We're going to cut his throat, but he's so addled he's tame enough. And he's mighty strong. Someone must have scrambled his brains real hard. Now everyone knows not to screw with us. Or we wake Gouger up and then they're done for. The demon glances at the Vavakia with mingled pride and wariness. You're not assassins, you're just common rabble. The demon gives a shallow nod. Yeah, rabble, that's us, but we really want to be real assassins. We respect Master Oz, we respect him deeply. And respect you too. And since you're such good friends with Master Oz, could you put in a good word for us? You could say there's a gang that really wants to join his guild, and then we'll tell you everything. It was Red Mask who sent us after this your friend. She put a bounty on his head. Who sent you? We don't know her name. Everyone calls her Red Mask because that's what she always wears. We have no idea who or what she is beneath the mask. She sits in the bad luck all day, guzzling booze like there's no tomorrow. Who is this Red Mask? Dan, if I know, some kind of woman. Definitely not a demon. She's one of yours, an outsider. But she's got an edge to her, and her mask is scary as anything. I'll talk to Yaz about you. The demon's grin is so wide, his face looks like it's about to split in two. You will? That's just great. We'll owe you for that. We'll never forget our debts. I swear. Get lost. Sorry for troubling you, sir. Won't happen again. The demon scurries away from you, casting frightened glances over his shoulder. God, that's a really good scene. I really love how, like, me having Naticula's favor and also being the Lord of Shadows is actually paying off a whole lot. Like, it's really nice. Latverk folds his hands in a gesture of prayer, wailing in utter despair. I beg you, please protect me. Unless she is stout, Red Mask will get to me, and even worse to my wards. I do not fear death, but these girls must not be hurt again. I cannot put an end to Red Mask's depravity, but you can. I appeal to your mercy. Find her and stop her at once and for all. Who's Red Mask? I haven't the slightest idea. No doubt some villain displeased with my attempts to save my kin from slavery. Perhaps a dark soul that revels in crime and the suffering it brings. I'll never met this creature before. I'll deal with her. So Red Mask is the good guy here, right?
I lead. Follow.
Okay, I want to go... Okay, so let's go here. I'll head back to the Battlebliss first to make sure I got that quest I needed. Because it may or may not be showing up in my quest list. And the Battlebliss is not showing up on my list for some reason. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, one of the quadrupedal things with wings, but the model's kind of fucked up. Can't. Just a little messed up there. Okay, give it a minute. It's loading. It's thinking real hard. There we go. Hey, that's probably... No, Red Mask is over here. Yeah, Red Mask was over there. I remember now. I saw you somewhere. There it is. You're Red Mask? The woman in the red mask grimly examines a cloudy glass and its equally cloudy contents. She doesn't seem to notice you, but when the silence drags on, she grinds out, get lost. I'm not looking for drinking companions. Why'd you send assassins after Latverk? The woman smiles bitterly and removes her mask, revealing the unmistakable features of an Aasimar. But what once was surely a beautiful face has been disfigured by terrible scars. Someone must have flayed her, carving away entire portions of her skin. That wretch deserves the worst death imaginable. When the demons abducted me and enslaved me, Latverk brought me and my fellow captives. I thought myself saved, but I was wrong. The worst is yet to come. The things he did to us, I cannot describe them. He destroyed our bodies and our souls. His sick mind is full of filthy, perverse desires, and he acted them out on us. It was a miracle I managed to escape. I could have left the abyss, but it feels as if Latverk has sown the seeds of his madness in my soul. I refuse to spread his sickness to other places, happier places. Let his evil perish here in the abyss, utterly and without a trace. The hand's voice trembles with barely concealed anger. She does not lie. Her heart aches with a desire for retribution. Latverk is a liar and a traitor, and he must answer for his misdeeds. Champion, we must go back and see that he faces justice for his crimes. And you're the one who told me to send people to him, Hand of the Inheritor. You're the one who said this was a good idea. You. Why? How noble of you. Good is dumb. Here, vengeance is sacred. I'll help you sell the score. Then go to his home, repay the man for his many sins. I'll be waiting for you there. I'll fall upon that deviant like the blade of vengeance itself. Together we will ensure that he pays for his crimes with his life. The hand's voice is pensive and sorrowful. I weep for her. I see how open and pure her heart once was, a shining beacon of kindness and mercy. But the pain and torments that befell her made her cruel. Anger burns within her, and she no longer knows what is good and what is not. I cannot and will not judge her. I mourn the innocence that has been lost. Oh, give it a rest, you overblown suit of armor. Alright, so first off, go here. Let's hit the Battlebliss. And let's see. Okay, I thought I got a quest to buy some slaves for the Battlebliss, but I guess not. I'll be back in that area soon enough anyway, so whatever. Not a problem.
Head on.
I have to go. Okay, so real quick. Before I forget. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, our Mangalith has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Our Mangalith may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Hindrian League. However, if you do become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Who's my opponent? So nameless newcomer. I'm ready to enter the arena. Is it? It's the fucking Mephits again? Seriously? Whatever, I'm not even gonna bother using haste for this one.
Their life ends here!
Boy, isn't it? Okay, so something broke on that. Something broke. I already did this, and Zeklek told me I need slaves in order to arrange your next fight. Yep, killed the Dretch. I demand a proper fight. Saxix or Wurlong? Very well, I'll go by the slaves. There, now I have the quest. That was weird.
We do it my
That was very strange. Unless... Oh, you know what it probably was? You know what I probably did? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense, because I actually... The only thing I can... Oh, I decided to help her out. Chaotic. I'm gonna help her take revenge. So also, I think what happened is I didn't actually save after picking up that quest to buy the slaves, or even after doing the Mephit thing. I may have quick saved only before then, and then I left thinking I had already done it. Yeah, okay, so what happened is I quick saved. I didn't quick save after doing that fight, so I never actually got the quest. Okay, that was on me then. So let's go 10,000 delights. No, I want to go to the harem. But yeah, so we're going to deal with Red Mask right now, as it were. I really wish that was the shadows instead. Like, imagine if it was the shadow thing and he was getting bodies to put the shadows in. The shadow demons. That would have been such a cool plot point, but oh well. Instead, we get Evil Asimar, as I expected. In fact, I've got an Evil Asimar in my party. He's right here. His name's Chad Chadson. He's an asshole. I just had a thought. I just had a really funny thought.
We should move.
Who had that?
Observe the others.
Quick,
Learn
quick,
from their
else we miss
mistakes
all the fun.
before they learn from yours.
I am never wrong.
battles await.
Okay, so I have the various things. I've got... Yeah, okay. Crumbling Blast. Where is... I know somebody else has a totem.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Insightful Contemplation.
I'm always ready.
Wings. Okay, hold on. Which one of you had that fucking totem? I'm 90% sure I picked up a totem on somebody else. Ah, that was it. I picked up Daemon Totem here. I have a feeling, because I have those like 8 bite attacks or whatever. That's the slashing damage to nearby good. Dip a level of Cleric, Sacrifice War Priest for channel positive, negative. Channel Smite with Unarmed Strike and Repest. Yeah. Well... when you select, like, a level of Cleric or something... Yeah, well, I mean, if you're doing it with a fist, you might as well worship Irori. When you're doing it with a Cleric or whatever, don't you have to pick channel positive or channel negative, and then it applies to everything? Like, kind of like how Sorcerer, if you pick a bloodline for Sorcerer and you take Blood Rager levels, you have to have the same bloodline. I mean, not that it's a big issue. There is that one feat that lets you channel both if you're using a neutral god. I could have sworn somebody had a different totem besides Daemon Totem, though. Oh, wait. Oh, that's where it's coming from. Okay. So, Animal Fury is giving me Bite Attack. And I think it's stacking with Fiendish Maw. to give me extra bite attacks. Maybe, like, hold on, let me look at that feat. I think it's Channel Balance. Channel Balance. Envoy Balance, that's not it. Channel Negative. Feat. Channeling feats. Versatile Channeler. That was it. When you normally channel positive energy, you may choose to channel negative energy as if your effective cleric level were 2 levels lower than normal. That's what it was. Yeah, there's stuff to work out there. Oh, there's actually a... That's funny. There's actually a feat here called Conversion Channel, which if you have channel energy 76 and you worship an evil deity, which is level 14, once per day when you channel negative energy to deal damage to living creatures, you can grant the effects of channeling positive energy to the faithful of your deity. Worshippers of your deity within the area of your channel recover a number of hit points equal to the amount of negative energy channeled. Non-worshippers of your deity within the channel energy, can convert to the worship of your deity as an immediate action in order to gain this healing effect. As long as their conversion is sincere, willing converts gain the healing instead of the damage from the channeled negative energy. Such a conversion can only be undone by an atonement or similar spell. That's hilarious. That's incredible. That is such a good feat. I love that thing. It's a little high level, unfortunately, but having something that forces an atonement is probably worth that level. Like, atonement is a 5th level spell, so you have to be 10 minimum to get that. Or 9. Yeah. That's still hilarious, though. Also, I think so it's gotta be rage power stacking to give me multiple versions of bites and stuff that's going on. Hey, Latverk. Bitch. I know everything about you and your highly unusual tastes. The Asmar does not attempt to justify himself in the face of this accusation. Instead, he shrieks, "It is not my fault! I do not want this weakness, but it gnaws at me from the inside! I know what I'm doing is wrong, but there's nothing I can do to stop myself. But I swear I was kind to those girls the rest of the time. It was I who saved them!" Ah, okay. Well, that explains it. That is perfect for an Asmodeus cleric. Also, good way to skip alignment changes. Just immediately go from chaotic good to lawful evil worshipping Asmodeus if you want to get healed. I can't remember if I brought this thing up, but that reminds me of a character build I tried making once, where it was charisma to everything. So the deal is, the main genesis of this idea is, there's the monk archetype that gives you charisma to AC. If you are incorporeal, you get charisma as your charisma is a deflection bonus to your AC. There is a prestige class. Let me just remember what the prestige class is named. I believe it's Agent of the Grave. Yes, it's Agent of the Grave. So, Agent of the Grave is normally a, super necromancer, effectively. It's all about necromancy. You get better necromancy. Necromancy is better, at 7... I believe you can use double your hit dice for calculating the number of undead you can control or something like that with this. So it's all about necromancy. You get a Lich Touch ability, which is cool. But the big one here is, at first level, Agent of the Grave can tap into his conviction and bolster his health, starting with the hit points he rolls for gaining the first Agent of the Grave level, and every time he gains a level in any class thereafter, the character may choose to add either his Constitution bonus or Charisma bonus to the number of new hit points. So, you take a dip level of whatever to give you Charisma to AC, You get into Agent of the Grave, Charisma to Health. There was Charisma to Initiative if you take the... I want to say it's one of the Noble Scion traits / feats. Lets you go into... Get Charisma to your AC, or Charisma to your Initiative. Charisma to Attack and Damage is a little trickier, but you can do it with, I want to say, if you convert to a Bard. There is Desna's Shooting Star, which is a God combat feat, or God-style combat feat, which lets you use a Star Knife while using your Charisma as your attack bonus, or your damage bonus. I don't remember, and I think there's an advanced version that does it for both. So that's AC, health, attack, damage, and... Right, if you dip a level of Anti-Paladin, you... I think it was Insinuator Anti-Paladin? Something like that, you get your Charisma to your saves as well. Or dip a couple levels to get whatever the unholy version of Divine Health is. Or, you know the one, it's Charisma to saves. Anyway, yeah, so you get Charisma to everything. It's theoretically doable, but it would be a very, very, very dumb build and take forever to get off the ground. Like, you would have to be level 14, I think, before it actually exists in full. It'd be super stupid, but you could do it. Also, it uses a lot of, like, really weird, dumb alignment things to happen, so it's really not... It really doesn't work. But it's theoretically doable. Anyway, let's answer for your crimes, bitch. Nice entrance. With a show of impeccable timing, Red Mask drops from the rafters, looking like the remorseless spirited vengeance incarnate. She lands in front of the ashen-faced Latverk and in a harsh, damning voice proclaims, "The hour of retribution is at hand, scum! You will pay for each and every one of your crimes." Ah. Well, I'm just saying, maybe you want to become the new Tar-Baphon. He's the big dick necromancer, but that doesn't mean you can't have a bigger dick than Tar-Baphon. Just picture this. Necromancy battle. Who has the better army of skeletons? Make your DM cry as he rolls hundreds of d6s each round. No, don't touch me. Oh. May evil never go unpunished.
I lead. You follow.
Over there.
So, what are we doing here? Are we not killing you, or what? Little birds, protect me from this vermin! They've come to enslave you once again!
Aha! A
Really?
test of my abilities.
Out
Really?
of my way.
That worked? You guys gonna hit? You guys gonna hit? Okay, like, has anyone hit him so far? A 48! Holy shit, that's some AC. Okay, you're turning on your rage in that case. And we're turning off power attack for this. Jeez, dude. There we go. The Aasimar screams, desperately smearing tears and blood across his aristocratic face. I'm begging you, spare me! This disgusting trait, this addiction, it makes me hate myself. I was weak, but I swear I will no longer allow my weakness to harm anyone else. Bring me to justice if you wish, but spare me from your vengeance. He's yours. Latverk casts a frightened glance at the captives, eyeing him with predatory intent. What? But they're my little birds. I love them. I've been taking care of them. They would never harm me. Teeth bared with wild, almost bestial fury, the Aasimar women rush toward Latverk. They have no weapons. They tear into him with teeth and nails until the madman's agonized screeches give way to choked, gurgling whispers. I feel like this should be chaotic or evil. I don't know. Without further ado, the Avenger bends over Latverk. When she stands again, she is holding the bloody strip of skin that used to be the Aasimar's face. The woman takes off her mask and smiles with satisfaction. You took away my beauty, now I've taken his. Red stretches Latverk's face over her own, fixing it in place with a handful of barbed hooks she drives into her own flesh. Rivulets of blood run down the woman's neck, giving her a grotesque and terrifying appearance. Okay, lady. You will take care of these women, and I will take my leave. This corrupt city is full of scum whose wrongdoings remain unpunished. I'll bring retribution to each and every one of them. Red masked laughter echoes eerily through the cellar's vaults, full of excitement and a lust for blood that can only be sated by more brutal killing. Yeah, basically. You did a noble thing when you did not abandon the weak in the hour of need. You have my deepest respect. Go to my camp. The young Aasimar women exchange glances, then nod gratefully to you. Huddled together in a tight group, they set out in search of the promised shelter. They carry themselves with an air of grim determination to look after one another and find a way out of this terrible place. Okay, bye. That was fucking... I'm glad I bought those slaves. Potion of Heroism, Potion of Haste, Ring of Protection +3, Cloak of Resistance. Temple of Roses. Okay, I opened that door, but I can't get in there for some reason.
We do it my
So,
way.
let's try reloading. Also, wow, he actually did quite a bit of damage to me. But yeah, that was fucking... I'm glad I bought those slaves. That is a good quest line, even if it isn't the quest line I hoped it was. Like, vengeance, you got... Fuck! Every time. You got vengeance, you got... She rips his face off and sticks it onto herself and then becomes a vigilante assassin in the city. That's good ending. I don't know, I feel like some of this alignment stuff was a little backwards. Like, I got Law sort of being, you know, take your revenge. But at the same time, I knew what they were going to do to him. So I was like, why would I... Why...
I won't
There
be
we
halted.
go. Gloves. Unimplemented gloves. Let's see. What are those things? Yes, they can be equipped. They certainly are gloves. I'm glad I did that quest. That was a good quest. How did I wind up here? Alright. What is she doing? Okay, she's just hyping up Gelderfang. Okay, back to the 10,000 delights.
Onwards!
I can't get through here. There we go. Okay, now just to check something. If I walk past them, are they going to attack me? No.
I'm superior!
Oh, that's what it was. There's just a random encounter where a bunch of guys are trying to capture me as a slave. Oh. Okay, that explains things. That explains it. That's annoying. Anyway, yeah, good quest. I like that one. Battlebliss. What? God, wrong location. I need to go to the 10,000 delights, not the Battlebliss. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good outcome for that quest overall. Nobody wins except for me, because I have a bunch of slaves now. I wish I could use them as slaves. Get me my chaotic evil points back after that. I need to do something evil today in order to balance out the good I just did by rescuing those slaves. And where else am I going to put him? Am I going to put him in the... Am I going to just release him into the abyss? No, I might as well take him back with me. Look, I can use him. Why on earth would I just release them into the wild?
I won't be halted.
Well, you know what's going to halt you in a minute? This. Hey, look, he's missing again. No, it's me. I'm missing this time.
We do it my way.
Well, clearly it's not just a reload that'll fix that. The whole thing is kind of messed up at the moment.
Onwards.
All right. All right, Twirlong. I'm gonna buy some slaves from you. I'm looking to buy slaves for the gladiator fights in the arena.
I'm selling death.
Oh, I already read this one. I'll buy your gladiators. Deal. Go to the arena. The gladiators burst into exultant battle cries, their faces glowing. Our time has come! We will kill in the arena, we will die in the arena! Glory and death awaits us, brothers and sisters! Alright, bye. Time to go back to the Nexus. I'll go see how my new Aasimar are doing, and then I will also... Oh, the hand's still just hanging out here. just hanging out. Yeah, I had to, unfortunately. I have to get out of here sooner rather than later, so I decided to start early instead of having a 1-hour stream. So I actually get a little bit of stuff done today as opposed to just streaming for 10 minutes and going, oh, guess I gotta go. I mean, as is, I only have like maybe an hour, hour and a half left of time I can do. Yep, currently in the Abyss. And once I heal up, I'll head off to the Battlebliss and make my name for myself by killing people. Yeehaw. So, that reminds me of a fun story I had with the Battlebliss. So, the Battlebliss is one of the last things I did for my group before the game kind of ground to a halt. I don't think Aeon would give anything different for this section. This is just like a thing you have to do, sorta. So the deal with this in the AP, as I've said this before, but the deal with this in the original AP is you have to go to hell, and in order to get Naticula's attention, because, unlike normal, I'm just a random nobody. I'm not a random nobody right now because I already have Naticula's attention. And the normal AP, you don't have that to start. So you have to build up your fame in the city by doing various side quests for people, fighting in the arena. There's a whole thing, I believe, actually. Let's take a look. I want to say there's actually a, like, fame subsystem for this particular part. It's not even really a subsystem, it's like just a counter. So you go here, I want to go to that. I want to go to Adventure Paths. I want Wrath of the Righteous, and I want to find Midnight Isles. Let me just open this up real quick. Yeah, so here in the Midnight Isles... Let's see, Banishment. Mythic Trials, so that's where the trials are, in the Midnight Isles. Destroy the Nahindran Refinery. Close the Midnight Fane. Defeat Minago. Oh, so you do defeat Minago here. No, you always go to the Abyss. This is always part of it. Yes, there it is. So, become notorious in Elutionira. The PCs must gain a notoriety score of 40 or higher in Elutionira. And I don't remember exactly how the notoriety thing works. Let's see, there's Midnight Fane stuff. Oh, Yaniel's here too! Haha! Forgot about that part. See, you got the Porphyry City. There's facts about the city. We've got the Battlebliss. It actually is a battle map for the Battlebliss. We got advanced shadow demons. There we are. So attracting Naticula's attention. In order to get her, you have a bunch of opportunities for notoriety. For example, you can get into fights. You can increase your notoriety by openly displaying your affiliation with Iomade and the Crusaders. Entertain at the Rapture of Rupture. Providing entertainment for one of the city's numerous aristocrats can increase one's notoriety. This can include things such as... Let's see. The succubus Valexia is one such aristocrat, but rumor has it her recent call for skilled artists and performers at Rapture or Rupture has resulted only in her increasing disappointment. Let's see, fight on the Battlebliss is an option. Defeat Minago. If Minago survived her first encounter with the PCs in the Midnight Fane, the PCs can learn she's an Elutionira as well, has been asking around the PCs. Minago has a reputation in the city already, and defeating her will certainly attract some attention. And meet with Shamira, which I've already done. There's a list of encounters here. For example, if you roll... There's a deep percentile... And for some reason, it goes up to... Okay, so here's the encounter table. Like 1 to 15 is 2d6 cambions, 56 to 65 is a minor rumor, 86 to 90 is 1d6 greater shadows, but then the D percentile goes to... Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, so the D percentile goes up to 140. So 91 to 125 is Roll on the Abyss Encounters table. 126 to 132 is one adult fiendish umbral dragon. 133 to 139 is 1d6 Thanadaemons. So I guess they are just hanging out here. And if you roll a 140, you get to meet Shamira. And the way that works is if the PCs aren't disguised as demons, all encounter rolls on the following table should be modified by plus 40. So if you roll a 100 and you're not disguised as a demon, you get to meet Shamira by fighting her. Ah, you can fight Nazarius in here too. Nope, that's the Anko. Oh yeah, that's the Anko. That's right. That's the assassin, the Fey assassin who showed up when I came here the first time. And there's the Battlebliss. Gelderfang's got a stat block here too. I'll close that for now though. Let's see. Ancient precursor species named the Toa. Turtle creatures. Oh, so they're just wise turtle people? Cool. Oh, you know, I'm gonna get rid of those items. I can just sell them right now to get rid of them. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I got more people to punch in the face before I have to leave.
We do it my way. Onwards!
Alright. Let's get going.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Okay, first, see invisibility. They poison. Alright, and we go. I brought some gladiators. Zeklek looks glum, and his response lacks enthusiasm. I saw them. They're good fighters, dangerous ones. The audience will love them. The tiefling hangs you gold. I hope you didn't pay too much for a slave. This should cover your expenses. The tiefling grimaces and pulls out a pouch full of gold. His hand moves up with slow reluctance as if trying to overcome some invisible force. I hate to overpay, but fine. Lamash should be with you. While you're away, I made all the arrangements for your next fight. Let me know when you're ready to enter the arena. Alright, let's go. As you wish. It will be a difficult fight. The opponent is more dangerous than the last one you faced, so make sure you're fully prepared before you enter the arena. However, if you win this fight, you'll be one step closer to earning your place in the Nahendran League. Who's my opponent? The tiefling pats the bag absentmindedly. A scrawny paw emerges and holds up two fingers. Oh yes, the Flayer Twins. A dangerous duo with an impressive number of victories. They have a reputation in the arena, so defeating them will bring you honor and prestige. However, you should remember that their stage name was given to them for a reason. I'm ready. Okay, so first off,
I'll take care of it.
cast a haste right here. And also, let's read this thing. They have immense knowledge of magic. Sorry, I just gotta fix this floor mat thing, which is all bunched up right now. It's literally making it so I can't move the chair because it's all bunched up. This thing kind of sucks. Also, aren't those the ones that have like the super magic or whatever? Alright, he's defeated a formidable enemy, Smugmug the Mephit, but he wants more. Please welcome the heartless executioner from Galarian, Lars Larson, the Mephit Slayer. So who will he fight today? I'll give you a hint. They'll get under your skin. Oh yes, one day they decide to get under a gladiator's skin, so they killed one, flayed him, and wore his skin as a suit. Meet the duo who makes all twins terrifying. Today they're going to dress themselves in the height of Galarian fashion, the Flayer Twins.
I'll make a pair of shoes out of you, soft and spineless outsider.
We'll see which contestants survive and which ones decorate the arena with their dead bodies. Fighters, commence!
No one stands in my way.
Alright, everyone, let's go.
Out of my way!
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
If this were a fair fight, it would have been boring, but a Mangoth will never allow boredom in his arena. Okay. So he cast Song of Discord. And also dim-doored me everywhere. But it doesn't matter because... Alright, here we go. Alright, you're stunned. You're stunned.
My masterpiece!
How long are you stunned for? Confused. The Flayer Twins are due no longer. It's time to think of a new nickname. Okay, can you finally... There we go. What a heavy blow to Lucianera's fashion scene, but what a magnificent fight! Despite my cunning schemes and despite the extensive experience of the rivals, the victory belongs to the Mephit Slayer! Alright, give me explanations, buddy boy. Give me some explanations here.
I lead. You follow.
The fight in the arena was far from fair. Care to explain? The imp squeals angrily as he tries to get out of the bag. Zeklex holds the bag shut, fighting to keep his belligerent companion inside. I swear it was Ermangolith's idea. As you should already know, he's not a fan of fair fights. I regret that you've been caught in his trap. However, you held up well. You've got talent. I may be able to arrange a match for you against a serious opponent, maybe even the champion. I want to challenge the strongest fighter in the arena. Things don't work like that around here. Gelderfang only fights members of the Nahindrian League, and a fight with him is a big deal. After his last incident, Ermangolith strictly forbade him from entering the arena without permission. Gelderfang is his bodyguard, after all, so if you want to fight the champion, you'll have to join the Nahindrian League. And there's only one way to do that, by killing another member of the League. But fighting a member of the League is a privilege. You'll have to earn the right to face them in battle. Now, I might be able to help you, but first you'll have to do me a favor. I want to give a gift to the current champion. I'd like to send him the most beautiful succubi from the 10,000 Delights. I need you to make a deal with them and convince them to provide their services to Gelderfang. If you do this, Gelderfang will agree to fight you, and I'll arrange a match between you without delay. I'll need the gold up front. The tiefling smiles politely. Oh, come on. What did I roll? Oh. I'm afraid that's out of the question. Here in Lucianera, we only pay money up front if we're truly desperate. I don't think our current situation is dire enough to justify some extreme measures. I'll arrange the deal. I like being called Mephit Slayer. Let's see. They're like Salons from Warhammer, but not as inactive. Just that they were pacifists and explored laws of magic. Salamander species, and Frog, who are frogs. Okay, so the names fit. And I can't. I'm not gonna knock on that. Like, I've done the same thing. I'm terrible with names normally, which is why my characters are named things like Chad Chadson or Lars Larson.
I won't be halted.
Like, when I was doing my own custom world creation stuff, I just here's what I did. Like, all the stuff is named like Dal. The major cities are called Dal. So like, one of the big port cities that I set up was called Dalter, and there was one in the desert called Dalsret. And the reason they're called that is because Dal is walled. It's vaguely, it's kind of transformation turns into walled, and then Ter is water, and Sret is desert, and that's it. That was my naming theme. That's all I had. Like, that's all I got. I'm terrible at names. Like, the best I can come up with is a name that sounds like it should be a name for the thing. Like, it kind of vaguely flows like it, but I can't come up with anything good. Okay, I want to head to 10,000 delights. Toa really few in number, and death of one is a great time depression. Make one fight seriously, you'll have a fight facing centuries in the study of manipulating magic. Always a good time. That's, I feel like that's, I've heard something similar to that before as well. I mean, technically elves, if they're wizards, which, you know, sort of does that, but also they don't really a lot of the time. I never actually seen, like, the only powerful elf wizard I've seen is probably the storyteller. Most of the time they're just like, oh yeah, we're pretty strong, but also not much stronger than wizards. I want Herix. I've been hired to hire several succubi to entertain the area champion Gelderfang. I recommend my best girls, the Sinners. They're expensive, 40,000 gold, but the champion deserves nothing but the best, no? The Sinners are currently with a client in the upper city. If we strike a deal, I'll tell you where to find them. Rage pierces your heart. It seems the demoness does not yet have enough scars if she has decided to bargain. Where can I find them? With a mysterious smile, the demon draws a map of the upper city and explains where to find the succubi. The manor is quite easy to find. When you see an inscription reading, "The Palace of Incest and Degeneracy," you're in the right place. That's a name! You got anything for sale? Oh wow, look at this. A lizard tail. Deep rip. Oh, you're right, I already saw this stuff. Ah, the Screaming Omelet. Scarlet Allure. +5 bonus on persuasion skill checks whenever an enemy confirms a crit, lands a sneak attack, or attack of opportunity. The enemy must pass a will saving throw, become devastated by hitting such beauty. In this devastating move, they suffer a -2 penalty to attack and damage rolls, as well as to AC until the end of combat. That's fucking hilarious. Give me that Screaming Omelet, though. Oh, I already know this recipe. Ah, well, I'll just drop it, whatever. Alright, so I need to go to the Palace of Incest and Degeneracy over on the 3rd level of Evolutionera. What's behind that door? Upper City. Our guests often use this door as they're far too important to be seen in the streets of the middle city. I'm gonna go through. You're not riffraff. The door was made for people like you. The guard forces out a polite grin. Hey, convenient. Well, okay, so liches are powerful because they are always casters. They're always undead casters who have learned magic to the point that magic literally sustains their bodies. Demi-liches are similar. Well, the demi-liches that actually return to their bodies. Because they're liches who have forsaken... They are undead. They've forsaken their life in exchange for basically magic reanimation. And then, on top of that... this is probably Naticulus Palace. I'll go this way for now. Anyway, liches forsake their bodies for magic, but demi-liches are what happens when a lich forsakes its undead body and sends its mind out to travel other planes searching for knowledge. Which is why they're a big deal, generally speaking. Oh. Oh, interesting. So you can actually climb directly from the slums up to here. But yeah, that's why demi-liches are a big deal, even though they're just floating heads. What is this? Technically speaking, they're stronger. Demi-liches, technically speaking, are supposed to be stronger than regular liches, but yeah, whatever. I feel like a lot of the time they're actually written as weaker. It's weird. But yeah, they're supposed to be stronger because they spend ages and centuries learning magic on top of being immortal undead gods.
Over there.
Oh, wait a second. This is probably... You feel... What did you roll on that? A 1. Of course you rolled a 1. Anyway, this is probably where,
Onwards.
This is probably that quest I have to go to with Greybore. So I just won't do that just yet. In fact, if I check this, it has no name. Ah, that's where the Palace of Incest and Degeneracy is, of course. How do I get there? I guess portal down. Yeah, that's generally the idea, right? Elves are so stagnant that they don't do anything.
I won't be halted.
Abandoned mansion, huh? Okay, hold on. Let me do something here.
I crave for adventure.
Got to put this on. There we go. Yeah, though, it's just like a lot of times in fantasy, I feel like how come I can't go into the abandoned mansion? Why can't I go in here? Weird. Yeah, that, but also like... Yeah, I suppose. It's still weird, though. So the storyteller is strong on that front, but also like he seems like he's actually like a full mythic character. Oh, Knowledge Arcana, what's this? The purple fog, just like the moon in the night sky, is made by the will of the Lady in Shadow. She could give her realm any appearance, and she has chosen this one.
I will
What's with the shadows? There's a strange magical lock on the door, unlike anything you've ever seen. How to open it is unclear. The House of Wicked Knowledge. Wicked! Hey, Statue Naticula! The Lady in Shadow does not hesitate once again to remind her subjects who truly reigns over the Midnight Isles. The statue of the Lady in Shadow seems to look directly at you with an ironic, a trifle intrigued smile. Is your mind tricking you? Or are the statue's eyes really following you?
Onwards!
Alright, so I want to head this way. Oh boy, time to head into the Broken Dimension. Who's ready to head into the Broken Dimension?
We do it my
Or not.
way.
There we go. Okay, that's cool. A little annoying, but also cool. No, no, no. No, 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 no. It's still kind of the Broken Dimension. Oh, there we go. It's still a little broken, but it's not as broken as I thought it was.
I won't be halted.
It's got commoners. Don't worry about it. It's the Abyss. What's this? Wait, what? Huh. Okay, whatever.
Let's shred them!
What? Why am I being attacked by a vampire? Wow.
I still got hope.
Jesus Christ, they're just constantly casting Dominate. They are just constantly casting Dominate on me. There's multiple vampires. What the fuck was going on there? That's probably a bug. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. It's probably nothing. Why did these guys attack me all of a sudden? Weird. Alright, well I gotta head to the Palace of Incest and Degeneracy over here. So might as well take care of that real quick. Ahoy! Sup, I'm here to hire you. One of the succubi gives you a sweet smile as she rummages through the chest. I know you. You're the new favorite of our Lady in Shadow. How would you like to spend some time with me? I promise it'll be an unforgettable evening. The succubus glances toward the mall body. Suck thought perhaps we should save the invitations for another time. Who are you? What are you doing here? The succubus glances at her companions and gives you a sly smile. We're the delightful and deadly succubi of the 10,000 Delights. I'm sure you've heard of us, but this was one of our clients. This horny pervert was enthusiastic in bed, but stingy with his purse. So stingy, in fact, the girls and I decided it would just be easier to kill him and take his money. The succubus pouts slightly, throwing a resentful glance at the demon's remains. Well, his mistake. 5,000 gold. That's what it takes to buy my silence. The succubi exchange glances and giggle playfully. Aren't you clever? Here you go, it's all yours. We've already taken 10 times that amount in loot. I'd like to hire you. I want you to entertain the champion of the arena. The succubus looks intrigued. She exchanges a glance with her friends, and there's a mischievous light in her eyes. You've just seen the dead body of our former client, and you still want to hire us? You must really like to take risks, or maybe you just really hate this champion of yours. Either way, we'll take the job, as long as you pay. 40,000 gold, and we're all yours, handsome. I've already paid your mistress. The succubus shrugs and responds in a petulant voice, but you haven't paid us. If you've made a deal with the mistress, then you should take it up with her if you want something done. Don't come running to us. The succubus chuckles, but eyes you warily. You're not one to be trifled with, are you? You love such stern clients. Fine, we'll make sure the mistress pays us what we're owed, but we'll deal with that later. Right now, it's time for us to get to work. See you at the Battlebliss. Let's find out if the champion is as good as they say. I will be doing an Aeon path after this, but I have a long way to go before I get there. Look, I'm just saying. They're called succubi because they suck something. And are possibly bi. I'm just saying is all. Okay, so let's see. If I... This looks like... What? Lost? Are you fucking... I think it stole my money. I feel like there's something here, but I can't access it yet. It's probably Naticula's Palace, is my guess. Alright, let's see about getting out of here. Oh, there's a dead body there. That's probably what they were guarding. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Wait for it. No. There we go. Oh, that's one of the lower levels of the city. Huh, cool. Okay, I think there was a gate around here, right? It was there was a gate out here someplace. I remember seeing it.
We do it my way.
Yeah, there it is. Alright, to the Battlebliss.
Ah, my slaves are doing well in the arena.
I got a chance to do Bane voices often enough. Ugh, it's 80 degrees out. Thank God for air conditioning.
No, you shut up, Apollyon Horseman. If you want me to shut up, then I will break your back like I broke the bat.
I won't be halted.
Well, you were watching Twitch streams.
Yeah, he's a luchador, right?
You were watching Twitch streams. I was playing video games, molded by the frame rate. Born in it. I did not see 60 FPS until I was a grown man.
Man, Bane posting is great. I arranged a deal with the succubi. Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Your help in these matters is invaluable since I cannot attend to them myself. I think you'll find the reward for your assistance is quite generous. I've arranged a fight for you against a member of the Nahindrian League. Please let me know as soon as you're ready. The tiefling counts out the gold coins and hands them to you. This should compensate your expenses. All right. I hope this was just a waste of time. All right, we are pretty much set.
We should move.
Cast a haste. Let's go. Who's my opponent? The imp scowls and covers his face with his hands. He peeks out from between his tiny fingers as if he was wearing a mask. The tiefling glances at familiar and nods. Atselm will be your opponent. She is a very dangerous member of the Nahindrian League, but she is a bit of a mystery. She used to work for the Assassin's Guild, and no one knows why she left. She is swift, deadly, and violent, but most importantly, she's extremely hard to kill. Stay on your guard against her. Earning your membership in the Nahindrian League will not be easy. Yeah, strong, smart, tactical genius. Luchador. I'm ready to enter the arena. Okay, let's read this whole thing because I never get to see it. I mean, I'm just going to point out that Captain America literally is on steroids. That's his actual plot line. He has super steroids. Not the Hulk is just a big dude transform. Captain America's powers actually just steroids. Let's see. Now it's time for a serious fight. He has slain the Mephit. He's flayed the Flayer Twins. Now he wants a place in the Nahindrian League. This is Lars Larson, the Mephit Slayer. The Nahindrian League proudly presents its fighter. You all know her, you obsess over her, and you all fear her. We've enjoyed her hundreds of victories in the arena, but 3 times we've enjoyed her defeat and painful death. But every time she comes back from the dead, unartist of suffering, Atselm thrice killed. I'll cut out your eyes faster than you can blink. The winner of this fight will be granted membership in the Nahindrian League, and the other will die. Or in the case of Atselm, not die. We'll have to find out. Fighters, commence battle. The Sentry. I don't know the Sentry. Who's the Sentry?
Their life ends here.
Paralyzed? What are you? Chaotic neutral Fey assassin. Okay, so Fey. He's bullshit. Alright, let me pull up a picture of the Sentry real quick. The Sentry. Marvel. Let's see, news. Marvel's Robert Reynolds. Earth 616, the Sentry. It's a dude with an S on his stomach. Okay, what is your power? Void. Powers and abilities. Chemically enhanced physiology. Golden Sentry Serum. An experimental serum granted him photokinetic-based powers. Essentially being fueled by the sun itself. Oh, so he's the Marvel version of Superman, basically. Molecular manipulation. Following a confrontation with the Molecule Man, Robert discovered he has the powers of molecular manipulation, which he's used to revert himself from the liquid Molecule Man had turned him into. Okay, force of will. So he's Superman, but Green Lantern too? Okay, yeah, I can see that. Superhuman speed, nigh invulnerability, self-sustenance, superhuman stamina, agility, reflexes, senses, flight, teleportation, photokinesis, light projection. He's Green Lantern. He's Green Lantern Superman. Darkness manipulation. After merging with the Void, Sentry gained the Void's darkness manipulation abilities. He could generate tentacles from his darkness that could restrain someone as well as knock them away. Resurrection. Bring people back to life. Regenerative healing factor. Power sharing. Genius intelligence. Vulnerability to chi. Okay, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. Okay, yeah, so he's just Superman Green Lantern Plus. Cool. Gary Stu, you mean?
This will hurt.
Oh, Chad Chadson's paralyzed. How about that? How long is that going to be there for? Another minute.
I'm superior.
Oh, hey. Okay, so there's a bunch of dialogue I couldn't read there. Because the things kind of break when the scenes, but hey, we're here now. Armangalis solemnly raises his hands for silence. His eyes sweep across the arena before coming to rest on you. There's a sly look on his face, and he gives you a cheerful wink before quickly resuming a pompous and dignified expression. He turns back to the crowds, and his voice booms out of the arena. Behold, the newest member of the Nahindrian League! He is invincible, bloodthirsty, violent, and cunning. It's Lars Larson, the Mephit Slayer, glory and death! I'm a little too late for that. I'm a little too late for that. And the next one, I have a belt going already. Let's see. The crowd goes wild. Demons climb over one another, trying to get a better look at you. The roar of the spectators grows so loud you can feel it in your bones. The audience is utterly enthralled. They look at you in wonder and worship you as if you're a god. You love this, don't you, dirty cowards? You're too scared to enter the arena yourselves. You just want to watch others get killed. You're all disgusting, pathetic filth. Fuck that. You swine, you pieces of shit, come down here. I'll kill you all. I'll crush you. I'll tear you to shreds. The crowd roars its approval. The screams of the audience shake the arena, and the Battlebliss trembles with the noise of their stomping feet. They pump their fists excitedly and yell in unison. Mephit Slayer! I mean, you never know. They might have it someplace in Phase 10 when they get there in 10 years or 20 years. 50 years, probably, actually. Like, we're in, what, Phase 2 or Phase 3 of Marvel? You stole weapon X shit to get high as a teenager. I mean, they can always clean up a hero. They can always clean somebody up. The DC's done it. After all, Batman doesn't eat pussy. He does not go down on women. Ah. Oh, so his backstory is actually that he was a junkie? They can clean it up. They've cleaned up Batman. They've cleaned up Spider-Man several times. Superman had that one time where he totally could have saved his dad from dying, but didn't. Or his dad could have very easily escaped, but didn't. That's fine. Armangalith lays his fat hand on your shoulder with exaggerated friendliness. This gladiator is no longer an unknown fighter alone without a place to belong. For his valor and courage, Lars Larson will receive a collar of the Nahindrian League. From now on, he is the precious property of the Battlebliss. I am pleased to tell you that I personally taken this worthy warrior under my wing. Look out, champ! Armangalith pats you on the shoulder again, and as he does, the world around you fades to black. Hey, that's enough fooling around. You have more Mephits to defeat. Armangalith looms over you. The arena's master's massive bloated torso wriggles wildly as he bursts into a fit of maniacal laughter. As the Cambion howls in amusement, you realize that your neck feels stiff. You reach up a hand and discover that you're now wearing a jewel-studded metal collar. The hand's voice is filled with sorrow and remorse. I have let you down, champion. That fiend has taken you captive. and I was unable to stop him. I could not perceive his motives through the veil of insanity that shrouds his damaged mind. If he knew we were in the abyss, I knew we were in the abyss, a place where you can't even trust your own shadow, but I failed to be vigilant. But what's done is done. Stay strong. We will find a way to free you. I expect an explanation. What did you expect? You were so desperate to join the Nahindrian League. Now you're a member. Did you think I'd let you wander around Elutionira and risk your ass out on the streets? Well, think again. I don't want anyone to slit your throat and leave you bleeding to death in some back alley. A death without any spectators? Absolutely not. No, when you die, the crowds will be screaming from the stands. That's a promise. The Cambion points to your collar with a smile. Please accept this small gift with my compliments. It will guarantee your safety. The collar will make sure you do not leave the Battlebliss. I don't want you out looking for trouble on the streets. It will also prevent you from picking fights with other gladiators outside the scheduled fight times. It would be so wasteful if you started killing one another outside the arena. The crowds would miss out on all the action. No, there will be a time and place for fighting, but here you can experience other kinds of entertainment. You'll enjoy all the pleasures accorded to a new star in the arena. The best food and drink, the most passionate succubi, and throngs of adoring fans. You'll love being my property, I promise. Well, I think your actions were very reasonable. Of course, I'm a very reasonable person. Armanglet bursts into another crazy fit of raucous laughter. The veins bulge in his fat neck and his eyes nearly pop from their sockets. Where are my companions? Armanglet sounds distracted. Your companions? Ah, yes, there was a group of Galarians who came looking for you, but I gave the guards strict orders to keep them away. Are they your slaves? Forget about them. You won't need them anymore. I own the best slaves in Elutionira, and they're at your disposal. You don't know who I am. You've made a big mistake. The demon winks at you. You do realize you're not my first obstinate guest, don't you? Some of the creatures who have worn my collars once aspired to become demon lords. Trust me, I'm very prudent. My collars are designed to restrain all manner of creatures. Not even a Balor could escape. Free me now. The Cambion bursts into a fit of hysterical laughter. Oh, how I wish I could make you really angry right now. I'd love to watch you destroy everything, but now is not the time or place. You'll just have to accept that from now on you will live here, just like all the other members of the Nahindrian League. Only the champion is allowed to leave the arena because everyone thinks he's invincible. No one wants to pick a fight with someone who can't die. That's why the champion can do whatever he wants. Armanglet looks at you with a sly smile. Perhaps you'd like to fight Gelderfang? If you take his life entirely, you can walk free. The chance to become the champion. Why, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Too bad you won't survive. Now I can fight Gelderfang. Excellent, you're not afraid. I can see it in your eyes. This is going to make for wonderful entertainment. Gelderfang hasn't had an opponent like you in a long time. Normally everyone here he fights is scared to death of him. The preparations for the fight won't take very long. Get some rest, work out, and enjoy every pleasure you can afford. Because all of this will be over soon. You'll become a legend. A dead legend. This collar reminds me of the seal we broke back in Dresden. If I try to break it here, its powers will be unleashed and the collar will likely kill you. I don't want to take that risk, at least not right now. Let's only consider that option as a last resort. For now, you should stay calm, be vigilant, and look for opportunities to escape. I'm certain you'll find a way to get free. Not everyone seems to like the way you run the arena. Oh, please, don't start spouting all that rubbish about fair fights. What does that even mean? One of the opponents is always stronger than the other. That's the whole point. After all, the fights are supposed to be entertaining. Spectators come here to watch the strong triumph over the weak. They want to enjoy the taste of victory without ever leaving their seat. The arena is a theater of violence, a deadly circus, but is not a fighting pit. After all, fights always follow one of two narratives. Either the monster prevails over its helpless victim, or the invincible hero chops off the monster's head. The outcome of every fight is predetermined, and its narrative depends on what the spectators want to see. Some fighters are crowd favorites. The audience cheers them on with whistles and shouts of encouragement. And of course, there are other fighters that they despise. The crowd cheers them from the stands. Why would anyone want to change all of that? It would ruin the show. The audience wants performance, not a competition match between two professional gladiators. What's the point of a fight without any drama? You might as well just flip a coin to decide who wins. Nobody wants fair fights except for Zeklex. The audience likes things the way they are, but Zeklex handles the betting tables and they haven't been very profitable. Of course, under my management, the arena makes money in other ways, but that's not enough for him. He wants to turn my magnificent theater of violence into a slaughterhouse. Okay, so basically, this is the guy running WWE. It's not about who actually would win in a fight. It's about what makes the best story. Do you really think Mephit Flayer is a good title? There's an insane light in the Cambion's eyes. He chokes with laughter. Yes, I think it's magnificent. All of Evolutionera finds it's funny. You must admit, I have a talent for inventing memorable nicknames. Okay, I see your point. It's pretty funny. The two of you laugh together for some time. You can sense that there's something not altogether right about his laughter. It feels unhinged. But it's also intoxicating. And as you drink it in, you feel the faint aftertaste of immortality on your lips. I think you're completely insane. Ermangolith smiles disarmingly. I surely am. I'm mad as a hatter. My marble's long lost. But what did you expect? You're in the abyss. Everyone is crazy here. If you're sane and sensible, you're shunned by society. You'll be considered an outcast. I think we're done here. Get some rest and restore your strength. The healer will mend your wounds, and Zeklex will take care of your other needs. Alright. So let's do this. Champion time. Hey, Zeklex. Zeklex takes a worry step back. I thought I'd convince Ermangolith to not take you captive, but clearly I was wrong. He's a raving lunatic and constantly changes his decisions. You should direct your anger towards him. Did you know I was walking into a trap? I didn't know for sure, but I did have my suspicions. All of the members of the Hintrian League are considered Ermangolith's property, and since gladiators are valuable assets, they're not allowed to leave the arena. All of the elite fighters in the Battlebliss wear those collars. However, I did suggest to Ermangolith that he should make an exception in your case. I told him you should be allowed to remain free. Thought I had managed to convince him, but clearly I was wrong. Why am I being forced to wear it? These collars are worn by all the members of the Hintrian League. You won't be able to leave the arenas, and if you try to escape, the collar will immediately teleport you back to the Battlebliss. If you try to hunt Ermangolith or harm his property while wearing the collar, it will transfer you to a safe and quiet place where you can calm down. Of course, the collar will be removed when you enter the arena. That's the only time members of the Hintrian League are allowed to fight one another. Ermangolith doesn't want his precious property damaged outside the arena, but there are no such restrictions once his fighters are inside. As long as there are screaming crowds in the stands, the gladiators can do whatever they want to one another. Did you hear that, champion? They'll take off the collar when you fight! As soon as you enter the arena, you'll be free and unfettered. You can do whatever you want! A lot of gladiators believe that they're invincible. They're so confident in their own abilities, they'll challenge anyone to a fight. Before our gladiators had collars, they used to strut around the streets of Evolutionera and pick fights with dangerous opponents. We lost a number of good fighters that way. Even worse, they would fight among themselves and kill or maim one another outside the arena without any spectators to watch. That's why I had the idea to create these collars. However, Ermangolith stole my idea and took all the credit for it. I understand. I apologize once again. I would certainly set you free if I could. Will you help me escape? Of course I will. I have a plan that will free you from the collar and help you defeat Gelderfang. Trust me, you'll need my help. While you were unconscious, Ermangolith managed to find a Nahindrian crystal. Gelderfang has been obsessed with getting his hands on one, and his wish finally came true. A demon called Mutasafin took the crystal into Gelderfang's room and locked the door. For the next few hours, the sound of the champion's scream shook the arena. When Gelderfang emerged from his room, he was covered in blood, but he also looked stronger and more powerful than ever. Ermangolith is confident that you don't stand a chance against his champion. But I disagree. I think you can win. Zeklex voices conspiratorially. I want to overthrow Ermangolith and take over the Battlebliss. Ermangolith is terrible at his job and he's standing in the way of my ambitions. There's no denying he's a genius. No one can get the crowds excited like he can. But his management in the arena could not be worse. The fights have turned into a bloody circus. The opponents are never evenly matched. The crowds are losing interest and the passion of the audience is fading away. I want to change all of that. But it won't be easy to kill Ermangolith. The current champion, Gelderfang, protects him. After his last escapade, Ermangolith has forbidden Gelderfang from leaving his side. That means Ermangolith is only vulnerable when the champion is fighting in the arena. So I want to offer you a deal. I'll help you eliminate Gelderfang if you help me overthrow Ermangolith. If you agree to my proposal, I'll make sure your companions join you in the arena when you need them. Then you can kill Gelderfang together. You can take up the title and the glory that comes with it. You'll become the champion, and I'll take over the arena. Deal? The tiefling begins to speak in a brisk, matter-of-fact tone. The imp nods his agreement with each sentence. The gladiators you brought from Werlong will probably fight against you. They may belong to you, but I doubt that will make a difference. Of course, you can try to persuade them otherwise, and they would certainly make valuable allies. However, for now, I consider them a hindrance rather than a help to our plan. Gelderfang is, of course, an extremely dangerous opponent, but he's not without his vulnerabilities. For example, he doesn't know that you hired the succubi to keep him company. Since you paid for their services, I think he'd be willing to accommodate some special requests. If you want to weaken Gelderfang before the fight, I'm sure you could persuade them to help you. I think that's everything. Try to make sure use of these advantages during the fight. It'll be your best chance to defeat Gelderfang. And while you fight for the title of champion, I'll eliminate Armangaleth. He'll be vulnerable without his favorite bodyguard. Then the Battlebliss arena will be ours. Of course, you won't have to fight Gelderfang all by yourself. Your companions were worried when Armangaleth kidnapped you. I reached out to them and secured their cooperation. I'll make sure they join you in the arena when the time comes. Anything I should know? Alright, so I've got 3 fights to go through. The Battlebliss will be ours. I have other things to do. Okay, so here we go. I've gotta...
Head on!
Plague Mastodon. Hey, some goods over here. Nice. Who are you? Can you understand me? Oh, right. Okay, so this is how I also get the loot that's hanging around here.
We do it my way.
Can I not get in there? I guess not. Oh, that's where the arena is. Okay. So I'm in the back rooms. Got it. Oh, there's the Altsum. Oh, I see. Atselm sits in front of you, looking very much alive despite her recent death in the arena. However, she's not alone. 2 other figures sit beside her. The first is an elderly woman with a wrinkled face. Despite her age, she still retains some of the grace and vigor of her youth. The second is a very young girl who has only just passed from childhood to adolescence. Upon closer inspection, you realize that both these figures look like Atselm. They all share the same face. Atselm looks up at you. She has high cheekbones and androgynous features that could easily belong to a man or woman. Her ears are partially hidden beneath her hair, but you can make out their strange shape. You realize that Atselm is not human, though from a distance, she could easily be mistaken for one. She greets you cheerfully and does not seem to harbor any resentment toward you. Ah, here comes our killer. We hope you enjoyed the sweet taste of victory. The old woman, who looks like Atselm, adds in a stern voice, "But we won't forget what you've done to us. It hurt us very much. Be glad we're not vindicted. Well, not normally. How'd you survive?" We're Fae of the First World, a triune with joint thoughts and feelings. When 2 of us fight in the arena, the third one observes, hidden by magic. This way, one of us will stay alive even if the others die. Then when morning comes, we will return to our triune form. Cool. I enjoyed killing you. The girl bubbles with laughter. Yes, and someday we'll enjoy killing you too. Would you like to help me kill Gelderfang? You wish to betray your Mangleth and kill his champion? That is an ambitious plan. And for some reason, you have decided to seek our help. You killed us, but that has not stopped you from paying us a visit. This is all very unusual. Yes, you've intrigued us. Now you must persuade us. Young Atselm laughs and claps her hands together eagerly. We want to hear more about this coming treachery. How very exciting. Because it'll be fun to betray your Mangaleth. The young Atselm nods her approval. The Galarian knows the meaning of fun. It sounds like a very good joke. She gestures toward her other 2 forms as if to indicate that she's speaking on their behalf. Count us in. I have to go. Very nice. So I could get them into... Yeah! Okay, so... Plague Smilodon, Gladiators, there's Zeklex. Mangaleth, Guardian Minotaur. Ah, there's the healer. Skill Glader.
You follow.
Ah, there they are. Okay, so I'll deal with them in a second. Hey, sup? The succubus you've hired on Zeklex's instructions recognizes you at once and waves at you enthusiastically. You really pulled out all the stops. Tell me, is your ambition to kill Gelderfang? If so, that would suggest you had an ulterior motive for hiring us. Is there something particular you had in mind? What do you need us to do? The succubus lowers her voice conspiratorially and glances briefly at her companions. You follow her gaze and realize that they're busy distracting the champion's attention from your conversation. How is the champion? Is Gelderfang enjoying himself? The succubus gives you a wink and lowers her voice. He's absolutely enthralled. He believes our visit is a gift from an anonymous fan. If it weren't for your presence in the Battlebliss, he could have been completely happy, but it seems like your arrival has made Gelderfang a bit cranky. Of course, he pretends like everything is alright, but he clearly considers you a threat. Gelderfang has been afraid of anyone for a long time, so he finds you deeply unsettling. I have a job for you. The succubus exchanged a glance with her companions. Well, of course. After all, that's why you hired us. You paid for our services and we're ready to do our job. What do you have in mind? Just give the word and we'll make this lecherous champion miserable. I'll tell you when I made a decision. Take care of yourself, outsider. If you survive the fight with the champion, drop by the brothel to see us. We'll give you a night to remember. After all, Gelderfang shouldn't have all the fun. I'll be back for that. There's the Vivacia. Ah, well then. That was a fight, alright. What's up? A massive scaly demon greets your arrival with a roar of fury. She spins her weapon towards you with practiced ease, stopping the blade an inch from your chest.
Galarian, new blood. You have not been in the arena for long, but you've already been given the chance to fight against Gelderfang. I've been fighting the arena for over a year now, but Ermangolith protects his champion from me. Pathetic cowards. The both of them.
Who are you? Oh, that's true. Yeah. The demon twirls her weapon in the air. The blade comes within a hair's breadth of your face.
Surely you already know, I am Ruska, the future champion of the Battlebliss. We Vavaki are the greatest of the races, and even among my own kind, I am considered the best and strongest. The power that roars within me was a gift from Lamashtu herself. She gave me the strength to conquer the entire universe. What can a pompous weakling Gelderfang possibly do to me? I'll take him by his neck with one hand, I'll grab his wings in the other, and I'll tear him apart.
Do you worship Lamashtu? The demon answers with a proud roar.
Yes, Lamashtu created Vavakia to rule and conquer. She gives us strength, power, and superiority over the rest. We are conquerors, Lamashtu's true firstborns. All of Vavakia must worship her. Get lost, new blood. I'll kill you in the arena soon enough.
Yeah, I don't know which one to take. So let's talk to you first.
Why would I want to form an alliance with you, new blood?
Despite her arrogance, you can tell that you have her attention. She watches you intently, clearly interested in what you have to say. Ermangolith will rig the fight. He won't let you defeat his champion.
Yes, Ermangolith is both smart and cunning, but he's a coward. He won't let me break his favorite toy. In a one-on-one fight. Fine, I won't kill you in the arena. I'll wait until Gelderfang shows up to fight you, and then I'll tear him limb to pieces. Perhaps I'll even let you live after I've finished with him. If you grovel in the dust and beg for mercy, I might choose to spare you.
I have to go.
I won't be halted.
Alright, so before I pick this, I'll see who else I have to talk to. Skilled Gladiator Leader. And I'll save and then pick. Warlong's trained gladiators greet you with exuberant battle cries. There's an almost zealous note, a fanatical admiration in the fervent cries of the fighters you bought at the Fleshmarkets. Oh yeah, don't worry. I know what nauseated means, but I don't know if poison will work on him is the thing. One of the gladiators smiles broadly and salutes you with his weapon. The Mephit Slayer, Master! Your fight with Atsom was glorious. You were so bloodthirsty and fierce. When we learned that we would have the privilege of warming you up in the arena before your fight with Gelderfang, our battle cry shook the walls of the arena. We will inflict the most exquisite wounds, burns, and cuts on your body. When your blood spatters our clothes, we will consider it a mark of honor. That's true, but I don't know what effect it'll have, so what are your thoughts about the upcoming fight? It is a great honor to fight the champion. If you defeat him, Master, we will celebrate your victory. We're your slaves, so we share in your glory. And if you die at the feet of the great Gelderfang, that is also honorable. I need your help. The gladiator stirs at your confusion? Our hope? Of course, we'll do everything we can. We'll fight you bravely, and if one of us has the chance to deal you a fatal blow, we'll kill you in the most beautiful, bloody, and painful way possible. We'll make your final moments memorable. The Mephit Slayer must not have a dull and boring death. Do you want to share my glory after Gelderfang falls? The gladiator nods, and his lips twist into a bloodthirsty grin. It will be a great battle. It is considered a special honor to be killed by Gelderfang. All of us have dreamed of it. And if our blows can drive in a drop of blood from his body before we die, well, could we ask for anything more? Fine, we will strike down the champion together and bring him as a gift to the mistress of the arena. Death. I have to go. Whoop. Okay, so the skilled gladiators have been picked off.
We do it my
Let's
way.
talk to the healer here. Man, that's a lot of potions. Okay, so, real quick, let's just do this on myself. That should be enough. Okay, so, let's make a save right here. And I will set this for, let's just, let's save right here, before the Battlebliss. No. Champion time, that's the one I want. Alright, you are gonna poison him. The succubus considers for a moment, and then nods. Gelderfang simply adores a good cocktail. We'll give him a cup of poison right before the fight. For good luck. I'm sure if we lavish him with our attention, he won't deny himself the pleasure of our company. I have to go. Alright. So we have picked poison. Everyone in the arena is turned against Gelderfang. Let's fucking go. Lead me to the arena. The champion dies today. Zeklex looks at you solemnly. I bet everything on you. We're certainly taking a risk, and I hope that we're not making a mistake. Good luck, and may whatever gods you worship protect you. This ambitious Galarian wants to fight the champion of the Battlebliss himself, the deadly Gelderfang! How exciting! Who will emerge victorious? My bet is on the Galarian. No one can defeat Gelderfang, especially not a soft and squishy mortal. This isn't entertainment, this is just boring. I'm sure that the Battlebliss arena will be able to entertain you, my dear Hepzamra. Today, the Mephit Slayer himself will fight Gelderfang. How about a warm-up? Look at all these Mephits scurrying around. I think it's time for his signature move. Let's hear it for the Mephit Slayer. Go tear in the pieces. A fight with the champion? Screw that. Whoever kills the Galarian gets a double ration for dinner. Now, please give a warm welcome. Lamashu's bro, who's that? Zeklex! Ah, never mind. Give a warm welcome to the Mephit Slayer's friends. Thanks, guys. Okay,
So
you.
many thoughts, so little time.
Why am I all the way over here? That's weird. Let's fucking go.
This will hurt!
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, Lamashtu's burp. Who's that? Zeklex? Ah, never mind. Let's go. Time to kill some Mephits. The time has come for some serious bloodshed. Give a warm welcome to our best fighter, seasoned and merciless, and behold the gruesome skills of our contestant.
We're here to kill and die. We're fierce and furious and unloved children of the arena. Let's take down this Galarian and try and get our gold. Let's go.
Aha, the skilled gladiators have joined my team. What is this? The gladiators won't touch the Mephit Slayer. They're going to fight on his side against the champion. Alright, well, we got a demon gladiator, so let's go, boys. Let's ride.
You should have run! Their life ends here!
Very good. We'll bring an end to this consistent string of victories. Behold, the fighters from the Nahindrian League. Give it up for Atzom and Ruska. You struck me down once, but now I'll get my revenge.
I'm Ruska. I will rule this place. Kneel before me, you pathetic maggots.
Goodbye by agreement, Lars Larson. Wow, looks like the Mephit Slayer has made some new friends in the arena.
Did you expect me to fall for this stupid plan of yours, you fool? I'll kill you first and then deal with Gelderfang later.
Alright, well, you're lost, buddy.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun!
Let's move already.
I am never wrong.
Alrighty, and get a
I'll
haste.
Take care of it.
Alrighty, and let's go.
Ah, test of my abilities.
Wow, that was quick. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the event that will have everyone on the edge of their seats. Welcome to the arena, the invincible champion, Gelderfang.
Welcome, your ruler. I've come here to give you death. This poor creature's death. I will make it exquisite.
The champion is not looking his best. Could it be that he spent some last night in bed with some charming succubi? He must have worn himself out. Give a warm welcome to the champion. Let's hear for the strong and tireless one and only Gelderfang. We all adore him. And away they go. So, let's take a look at Gelderfang here. How you doing? Oh, he's sickened. That's it. Eh. Oh, well. Let's kill him.
This will be quick.
Actually, let me take a look at something here. What does your stat block look like, Gelderfang? 43 AC? Okay. Are you gonna turn on your thing, buddy?
I still got it.
Jesus Christ, guys. None of you can hit, huh? Okay, so we're changing that to exhausted, because sickened is not worthwhile. Yeah. Sicken is not worth the time. Yeah, it's this one. That's the one I wanted. Also, I think my haste may have run out. Seduce him before the fight. You're someone who knows what they want. But he is an incubus, you know. He has a lot of stamina, and no one can outlast him in bed. Well, no one except a succubus. Fine, we'll arrange a very special night for the champion. And by the time we're through with him, this Gelderfang of yours won't even be able to punch a Quasit. Alright, and...
I won't be home.
So now I'm going to go over here, take a nap. Get my spells back, because I need those. Alright, let's go. Yeah, well, I mean... exhaustion does fuck you up.
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
Oh, they didn't restore their spells? Oh, that's annoying. Well, I don't think I have
I'll
any...
take care of it.
Let's go.
This will hurt.
Kill them all!
Dispatch those fools!
This will hurt. Die, die, die.
My skills exceed yours.
Is all of this blood mine? Never thought I had that.
Okay, next up is Ruska. So before I do that...
skills are absolute. Shall we move? We shall move.
do this on yourself. Nope, don't do that. Cast this on yourself, thank you.
Let the attack commence.
Oh, we're out of haste, actually. So everyone stand right here. Then you cast haste. Let's go.
Enemy near.
There we go. So he should be exhausted. Fatigue. Okay, that's just as good, honestly. Why do I have Wisdom Drain? Oh, must have been from the fucking...
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when I'm around.
I am never wrong. The road calls me. I'll take the
Our
bait.
duty calls.
I am never wrong.
I'm losing my temper.
Okay, you are going to cast this again. Okay, so can I actually save? I can totally save right here. So let's say, Gelderfang, more like gonna die. So let's see if I can get this dealt with. And let's buff up a little, huh?
All this waiting bores me.
I'm always ready.
We should prepare.
My skills are absolute.
No one stands in my way.
It's time to act.
No one stands in my way.
I'll take care of it.
So many thoughts. I
So
shall
little
not fail.
time. I'm always ready.
Okay, you are supposed to
move.
cast displacement on him. There we go. Okay, so everyone's buffed up and displaced. Haste is going to run out soon, so I'll have to redo that one. Shield of Dawn. Break enchantment. You know what? Let's do this.
My skills are absolute. Let's shake a
The
leg.
road awaits.
Let's move already.
Alright, let's go.
We should move.
Haste me up, and let's fucking go. Let's go, Gelderfang. You die
You
today.
should have run. Retreat. Hey!
Okay, so now that you're doing that, turn this back on. Turn that back on. Turn that back on.
The end.
Oh, there we go. There we go. He's dead. Zeklex has Ermenglith by the throat. The injured Cambion is on his knees and blood seeps from his wounds. Zeklex raises up his dagger in a gesture of triumph. We won! Now we just need to finish him off. I'll let you do the honors. Ermenglith lips his lips nervously. He glances back and forth between you and Zeklex. Am I supposed to plead for my life now? Is this the moment where I try to soften up the hearts of the cunning killers? Well, why not? Wringing his hands dramatically, he falls to his knees. He begins to wail so loudly, even the spectators in the back of the stands can hear him. What are you doing? Let's make a deal! Zeklex, I gave you everything you wanted! Ermenglith thrusts his arms towards you. And you, champion, our newest champion! I always believed you would win! I'm your biggest fan! Spare me! Finish the sleaze bag off. He's tried multiple times to kill you off in the arena. Now it's time for you to pay him back. Please have mercy on me. I promise my generosity will know no bounds. I beg you, spare me. I don't want to arrange on fights ever again. I'll give the arena to you, Zeklex. As for you, champion, I'll give you anything you want. Shamir, save me! Ermenglith's wailing lament can be heard from the back of the stands. He gives such a moving performance, the audience bursts into applause. You have no idea how powerful and wealthy I am. I'll give you everything I have, I swear. All of this will belong to you. Just spare me. Ermenglith sounds almost hysterical, but his eyes are strangely calm as he darts a quick glance towards the bag hanging from Zeklex's shoulder. What are you waiting for? Kill him! Don't let his lies poison your mind. Remember who you're dealing with. He's a filthy liar. Attack Ermenglith. I wish I knew what this was. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a Trickster Mephit pack thing. Like, if I had picked Trickster, which I did last round, but it wasn't available for this, like, I understand it. It's annoying I can't see what it is. But I get it. I get it. Attack him. Zeklek utters a cry in triumph. Ermanglith is died. I, Zeklek, lay claim to the Battlebliss. The arena's all mine. From now on, there will be no more dirty fights, no more sham rivals, and no more dull shows. The fights will become unpredictable, opponents will be evenly matched, and the thrill of battle will have you on the edge of your seats. If anyone has a problem with these new arrangements, they can take it up with our new champion, my champion. Tremble before him. All hail Lars Larson, Gelderfang Slayer! Hooray! Now take his stuff. Excellent, let's get the fuck out of here. Weird cross thing? Not sure, let's see. Blinding Wrath. Ooh. +5 Anarchic Great Axe. Whenever this +5 Anarchic Great Axe confirms a critical hit, it also deals us normal weapon damage to all creatures in melee range, including the wielder and their allies. That's stupid. Which cross thing is it, though? Did it not show up? Oh, I got another severed head. Didn't that show up? I mean, it's useful because it'll hit everything for 1 to 12 damage. Okay, yeah, well, there you go. It's useful because it's like cleave on a crit, but also it's kind of awful. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. The Battlebliss has a new champion! The demons sing your praises. You have won their respect. Tell me, champion, do you enjoy their attention? Are you basking in your newfound glory? It would have been foolish to turn down such a profitable opportunity. You may call it a profitable opportunity, but I call it an opportunity to indulge in your worst instincts. When you enter the arena, you're not fighting to defend Glolarian. You're fighting for the amusement of others. It grieves me that the hero of the crusade would take part in such a wretched entertainment.
I lead, you follow.
Hey, Zeklex. Zeklex looked very grand and important. He's clearly enjoying his new status. His shoulders look strong and broad, and he appears to have grown a few inches taller. However, he still addresses you politely. You can hear the respect in his voice. I think that happens every time... it's a bug, but I think it happens every time, like, an NPC goes away, or lots of times when I exit combat, or exit a zone of combat, it'll say, you lose your bite. Because I'm no longer in combat, so it's not triggering. When it says you lose the Cold Iron Dagger, I think it's actually the Cold Iron Dagger that Zeklex was holding up against Ermanglith's throat. I have to go. Okay, can I enter the arena? Zeklex taps his bag to get the attention of the imp inside. Crow, we need to arrange a fight for Lars Larson against another newcomer. We're looking for an opponent that shows some potential, a promising new fighter with something to prove. Remind me, do we have anyone who fits that description? Anyone who's still alive? A Balor. Cool. I will not be fighting that. Also, I just realized I have to get going. So that is the perfect timing, in fact. Alright, so let's head back to the Nexus real quick. But yeah, I think the item losing thing is just a bug. It's just, don't worry about it, really. I'd love to see how this works with my solo character, though. Go in solo to the arena, no companions to speak of, just fight everything by yourself. I wonder, I might be able to beat him legit. Depending on how my attack is. I don't know if my attack would be high enough. let's get back to the Nexus real quick. Oh, that was good. That finished exactly where I needed to, exactly when I needed to. How convenient. Spent a little longer than I probably should have in certain parts, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so first off, let's take a little rest. Oh. Rachel and Wendog, I guess they always are out here. Excellent. Alright. So let me just make a save here. So that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Next time, let's see, what's next time? Next time, I guess I'll go deal with... Not that. I gotta deal with this, and I guess I'll also deal with Wolodis. So I'll deal with that. And then continue onwards from there. So, that is where I'll leave this for today. I'll be back with that on Wednesday. And tomorrow is going to be probably another 8 hours of playing demos. So that's going to be very rough, but also fun, but also very rough. But yeah, feel free to stop by for that. As usual, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the game with me. And before you guys disappear, let's see if anyone else is playing Wrath that we can raid. And failing that, if anyone else is playing Kingmaker or something. Yes, we have one person playing Wrath, so let's send you over to Gamer for Fun to You, which is a name. They're playing hard mode. Interesting. Let's raid them. Anyway, yes. Say hi to them. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and see you next time.